Should be a beer.
Like zoinks!
Should be a beer. Hey, merci beaucoup. Oui, oui.
Jalapeno. Wait, hold on. I gotta drink real quick.
Ow.
Shit.
Oh shit, a Naruto. Oh, you got a crunchy roll.
What in the goddamn hell? Hey, copyright.
Hey.
Copyright.
That was the ad on your video, dude. That's not copyright.
What the fuck?
It was a Crunchyroll ad.
All right. We ready?
They know your audience. Or is that just me? I think that's just
probably
me.
maybe
you.
it's just
Probably
you.
just
Maybe it's just... Hey, my name is Jobby, and welcome to a completely brand new stream. We are going to be drawing tonight, and of course, I'm joined by my friends, Omar and Oscar. And nothing happened. Totally nothing went wrong.
I pressed the button.
You're a liar. Why are you lying, Oscar? Why are you lying? You
what button?
What hot sauce? Fuck. Okay, so what I wanted to do tonight was I wanted to give a little drawing class, and Omar and Oscar they requested a certain topic that I am glad.
Well, you asked us.
I asked you. Yes, I asked you what you would like to learn, and
what do we suck at? And I requested drawing women. I can only draw men, buff men, and buffer men, like just hot men. Like
I guess we gotta answer some of these questions.
Like just men.
What's up?
Some people are saying that like they were tuning into the spicy sauce stream and that like they don't know what happened.
Clear it up.
Let's address it.
That'll be available later.
Yeah.
That was the original start of the stream. I went up to the camera to show the sauce I thought was the best, which I will do again, but this time I will not turn off the screen.
Turn it off again.
It really happens.
You won't.
I will not turn it off this time. I'm staying far away. This is the sauce.
I'm just kidding. It's a prank. Oh shit! My bad. I'm sorry. I'm pushing the buttons now.
This is the sauce here that we're saying was the hottest of the bunch. And
you
then,
know him well.
And then I pressed the button, and the stream went by.
Yeah. Like partly that's my fault because I literally have the camera set upon my tower where there's clear access to the power button. So accidents were bound to happen. This is the first time ever it's happened. Not a big deal. But I think it worked out because
the sauce.
I think it worked out because that stream works.
It was pretty much the end already too.
Yeah. That works
So
as its own
it didn't
thing.
happen throughout the other sauces. It was just already like final thoughts, and then we're gonna move on to this.
So now, for the stream that we're doing right now, like it works because it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I requested drawing women because I cannot draw women.
And let me just set up the.
I'm either too how do you say, objective or whatever you want to call it.
And I requested
too male focused.
I requested learning how to shade because I want to make the booba pop
Exactly.
There you go.
with depth and dimension.
And
So we're gonna draw,
and y'all
shade
will
a woman.
learn. And feel free.
Also, who are you gonna teach us how to draw? What character? What are we doing?
Right now. Okay, so this is
That's on you. You decide.
yes. This is my plan for this lesson. This lesson plan here. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to do a fairly straightforward tutorial.
Yes.
And then afterwards, guys are gonna take turns to. I'm gonna give you a prompt, and then you guys are gonna take turns to draw that prompt according to the lesson that I'm about to throw out right now.
Let's do it.
So for the chat, feel free to sit back, draw along.
Grab a pen and paper, guys.
Grab
Join
a
us.
pen and paper, or grab your tablet.
You
if
should
you
have got
got
us
it.
a live model, man. Come on.
A live model, yeah.
Nah.
Get naked, right?
Are we
Let me
doing-
take off my
doing-
shirt.
Get naked, right? You got enough titty for this, right? Because that's the whole point. We're trying to draw
Hell yeah.
titty. So
Oh
yeah.
fuck! Somebody put numbers in the chat. What dojin is that? Somebody tell me.
Who knows?
what dojin is?
Also, he said Asuka. No,
That's
no,
what it is, dude.
No,
It's a
no,
6-digit
just
number.
no.
What dojin is that?
Somebody go to
that's
N-
actually
Hentai.
okay.
And hentai, tell me what it is. I'll look it up right now. I'll tell you what it is.
All right. While Oscar looks up the whatever
Private
dojin
mode,
someone
so
put
nobody
in,
sees what I'm doing.
pass me one of them fucking green tea 10%er beers because I'm gonna need it to teach.
You already know, homie.
Oh,
Show the chat if they haven't heard of these.
that's
Lord.
right. Not sponsored, but here you go. These are some crazy things that Omar brought today.
Japanese
from the
green
local
tea
liquor.
IPAs from Stone. Oh, loud.
Not sponsored,
Honestly, it's pretty good.
but these are pretty damn good. 10%.
You
10%.
You can't search without logging in.
To what?
Oh, there we go.
What are you doing? ehentai.com?
And hentai.
And
Wait, what's the
hentai,
number?
sorry.
Scroll back up.
I don't remember. It was like 652.
362855. 362855. Let's see what that is.
I just saw ass on your screen. What are you on? Jesus Christ.
Oscar's got an advantage right now.
I can't search.
Oh my God! What, Oscar?
It
What are
doesn't
you
let me
looking at?
search.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell.
I don't know how this works. I couldn't find out what it was. Somebody please tell us.
Those ads, man. Just full on, just like boom, exactly what we're gonna draw.
Yep.
All right.
Man's down bad.
Okay then. Shall we begin?
Have you tried bottle of Guinness? Like just a beer of Guinness? Like,
Oh yeah,
the
for
stout?
sure. Of course.
We've had that.
We've
Put
had
the title
so
right
many
there.
Guinnesses in our lifetime, but okay, so yeah, main lesson here. We're gonna learn how to draw women, but while we draw women, there's a lot of sub lessons that we can learn from this process,
There
right?
you go, Jobby. Somebody Googled it. It's Transformers gay porn.
Oh, cool.
Thank you. Thank you. We can sleep easy tonight. But yeah, we're gonna learn how to draw a woman. But within that, there is a lot of sub lessons. Sub lesson number 1, basic anatomy. So, we all know what a stick figure is.
So show me in terms of a man.
And
How
then,
do you make a man a woman?
and then Transformers?
Exactly. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
I
That's what I'm
know how
gonna
to
tell
draw a man.
Yeah, I can draw big. I can draw big beefy characters.
Jeez, that,
Exactly.
that sounds so wrong. But yeah, I could draw
Cause
like
I- 'cause
I
I'm
could
a
draw
big
buff
beefy
dudes.
man.
So
that's
before
it.
I guess before I really get into it, little disclaimer: I am in no means an expert. I am just teaching you guys how I personally understand the human figure and anatomy and all of this stuff. So this is my perspective. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the chat if you feel that I'm wrong, but 9 times out of 10 you're wrong. So let's
Damn.
No Stop says draw her doing heroin.
Hell yeah.
we can do that. Okay, so we know the basic stick figure. I just drew it for you. So that's kind of a low resolution view of the human figure, though. So we can complicate that stick figure just a little bit more just by adding a shoulder line and a hip line. You see? And then the legs come off of that. And then you get the feet, the arms. There you go. I'm really thinking 2D right now. We can get into the 3D aspect once we go
Damn.
into shading.
That already looks better than like
Well, that's-
90% of the stuff I can draw. And it's got a huge
It's like
dong.
I feel like when I draw that, the feet are way shorter. I think I just draw small legs.
That really does come to it's a personal preference. You know, like this is kind of anime proportions.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess like for you, Omar, you kind of go with like classical cartoon proportions almost. So like kind of like that.
Yeah, that looks more. Right.
Yeah. And that, like, both of these are valid. Like, I am not trying to give, like, an objective take on it, but, like, you know, both of them are equally valid, depending on what your style is.
Small feet are fine.
Yeah, so let me just
Alright.
let me just get rid of this. So that kind of brings us to the difference between man and woman.
Yeah.
You know, as far as I understand it. As far as the art books that I learned from. So for a man, and actually to make it more organic, you know, you add a little curve to it, You can draw it in perspective, you know. So that's the shoulder line, that's the hip line.
That's just like dynamic poses. and
Yeah,
shit, right?
just a little more dynamic. That's a little exaggerated. No one stands like that, but so here, for men, generally speaking, shoulders will be wider than the hips, and they tend to stand like straight up, like
Say
that.
it with your chest. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
You see what I mean? So yeah, that's like
That's belly out right there.
that's belly out right there. Yeah, and then you could fill it in if you'd like, but yeah, that's That's a general rule of thumb is that men have wider shoulders than their hips, and that could go for any body type. Like you see here, you know, this is kind of like a, you know, pot-bellied character. You can draw that and, you know, fill in the anatomy. We could do that, but yeah, that's men.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
I know.
So head, whatever. But for women,
It's the opposite.
they tend to be either shoulder and hips are equal length or hips are wider.
Wider.
So that tends
if
to,
you want them thicker.
if you want them again, depending on the body type. And these aren't strict rules. Like, women can have this body type as
Yes,
well,
of course.
but you know, for the purposes of artistic legibility, you can do that. And then women tend to have their legs point a little inward, where men kind of have them outward like that. Even my man kind of looks a little feminine because I draw girls all the time. But yeah, this is woman. Like a typical girly pose. So yeah, that's really like the basic difference. But that's kind of like the fundamental.
That's funny because you can already see
Yeah.
the difference
Right.
between
You
the
kind
two.
of perceive them, right?
Yeah.
You kind of get that general idea.
Like, without even all the added stuff that you did on the left one, you can already kind of see the difference.
You see, I think though, like, if you want to pinpoint like my request, I don't have trouble. I don't think drawing too much of the body.
yeah.
I could draw. If I draw a woman, it'll look like
It looked like a
typical
woman, but with a man's
with
face.
a man's face. I feel
I
like
see.
the face is really where
So
I
the face
fuck
is
it up.
where you fuck
Like
up.
I fuck it up, you know.
You know,
So-
it's interesting because women's faces, that's kind of tricky. But I can teach
Yeah.
you. I can
I mean,
tell
yeah,
you
keep
what I know.
going over it, but you know, still.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I can tell you what I know.
I think
but
specifically that's where I like they look like men.
yeah, like that's your problem area. Okay.
So I just want to read
But also, when
a,
I draw faces in general, they don't really they're not too detailed, which
I
is
see.
probably why.
Have a good night, bomb boy.
You get me?
I see, but that's going to be kind of interesting when we get more into it because
I mean, you see how I draw. like,
yes,
yeah,
I definitely seen how you draw.
I
but,
just draw like dots and shit.
yeah, but from my
as eyes and-
experience, to make something look very feminine, you don't put a lot of lines on the face anyway. So I'll get into it, but I guess to continue, you know, my point about this, like, this is the fundamental difference, visual difference between men and women, and this applies to pretty much any body type. You can draw big women, short women, like tiny women, you know, busty women. You can draw all of that just by knowing this fundamental difference. And now where can I go from here? Because this is really like a fundamental aspect, kind of gestural. We're not really getting into the 3D aspect of it yet.
No.
But I guess we can. Let's get into the 3D aspect. So this is where we'll hang our model. So
Yeah, I just wanted to read a nice chat from the
Oh, yeah,
from the
go
chat from Goat from 3030. Says, Jobby, I hope you're well. Much love from Australia.
hey,
I unironically want to commission you for art one day. Stay safe.
thank you. Maybe I will have the time to open some up because that would be a nice, fun way to gain extra income. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. That would be nice.
Why are hands so hard?
Hands are a fucking bitch. We can even cover it a little bit here, but we'll see.
Hands
Yeah, but right
hands
now
aren't I'm
not gonna try.
I think people exaggerate that shit.
I'm not gonna try I'm not gonna do like super crazy stuff. Just kind of basics to get the impression of a woman.
Also,
I guess.
we're not complete like fucking beginners, so
No, no.
you don't have to really go over everything. But also,
For the sake
Yeah.
of the chat, though, you know,
yeah, true,
just
true.
for people within the chat.
you can like just like, kind
Yeah.
of like breeze over it,
Mhm.
if anything.
I
But,
see that there's a question from the chat that I think you can answer, Jobby.
What's up?
It's like, to make a body, you got to give it a skeleton, right?
That's how I do it. For me, getting something like getting a basic outline like this on the page helps me.
pose. Get pose, right?
Helps you pose. Helps you get a sense of how the figure fits on the page because when I don't do this, I tend to draw either too big or too small. So this kind of gives me an idea of like, okay, this is the area I'm working in. So this is how big the figure will be. It won't be too big or too small for the page. So that's a benefit of giving yourself a guideline or a skeleton as you call it.
And then I guess Random Man asked a question that can be for later in the stream. They asked, will you talk about poses in the stream?
Yeah, why not? Like, because talking about women, you know, it's not just this up and down pose. A lot there's such things as a feminine pose. You know, classically speaking. But yeah, we could get into that for sure. But yeah, so
All right, let's get through this lesson.
yeah, let's get into it. So now we're just going through the process of filling in the skeleton, and you see this kind of thing in so many art books, right? Like, you draw this fully fledged skeleton with all the joints. But something that I learned fairly recently was that when drawing books and art instructors teach you about this stuff, like the basic structure, they're not necessarily telling you to draw this every time you draw a human figure, but they're telling you to keep this in mind when you're drawing. You can skip this stage, but you have to be thinking about it when you're drawing a figure like this, or when you're going to pose it. So this is more so like I'm visualizing the thought process. So, and then you get a rib cage. So rib cage kind of goes like this. This is like the clavicle, which is like the base
happy
of the neck. Thank you very much. We'll read your chats when we can. This is the base of the neck, and the rib cage is kind of like this. That's like that. Kind of like this cone shape. If that makes sense. And again, like going back to like the wide hips, you know, this is where you can fill in this hourglass type body if you want. And again, this is like there's a lot of area for customization right here in this area, because generally the rib cage and the pelvic bowl, as I'd like to call it, or as like a lot of art nerds like to call it, the pelvic bowl and the rib cage, they got a set shape, right? They're solid. And a lot of figure drawing is that contrast between the soft and the hard. So this is bone, but this is flesh.
That's kind of like the difference between me right now and me later in the stream.
There you go. Yeah, we'll get much sexier.
Yeah.
We'll get much sexier if you'd like to. But yeah, like this is the belly, this is the obliques, the love handles, you know, and the pelvic bone. And definitely it helps to have some knowledge of how the skeleton is built. And again, you don't have to draw this every time you go and draw a figure like this, but it's always good to have it in mind.
Hey Noah, anybody joining the stream right now, we're doing a drawing lesson.
Yeah.
So pull out a pen and paper and follow along if you want.
Yeah, there you go. And what I'm doing right now, I feel like I'm going a little bit too fast, but I hope that the drawings kind of speak for themselves. Like, I'm giving dimension and depth to these shapes, you know, your basic shapes. Like the rib cage right here, I'm basically portraying it as like a pyramid with a little dip, and it's just kind of like you're feeling it out with your pen, your drawing tool, whatever you're drawing with. You're feeling out the shape, like pretending like it's something that you can hold and sculpt. So you're essentially sculpting with your pencil. So that's how you do it. Or that's how you think about it. At least that's how I think about it. And then, of course, this would be the spine. The spine kind of goes like this around, and yeah, it is just a matter of thinking in 3D. But yeah, this will come back into play when we get into our shading. You know? So we just build off of that. This is the trapezius, the shoulders. Get the neck in there, and the pecs. And don't worry, we'll add in the titties later. But for now, I'm drawing the underlying muscle, because that is another pro tip. Not pro tip, but a tip that it works for me. When you're drawing a woman, do not focus on the titties. Not necessarily. The titties should be ornamentation. You have to handle the foundation first, because trust me, if you try to build a drawing of a woman around the titties, because that is naturally what we want to draw first, you know, fucking titties, or the ass, you know, we want to draw that first. But like, if you build your drawing off of that, it's not gonna come out good. You have to focus on the overall thing. The titties and ass can come later. That's a big lesson that I had to learn the hard way. Yeah, because I literally used to draw shit like this and then draw everything around it and fuck it. But yeah, you draw, you focus on the fundamentals, the foundations first.
I really wonder.
Maybe that's
Oh my god, what?
Demonetization.
Jesus.
Can we draw this later, Jobby?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
What the fuck?
I just really wonder though, like how this is gonna translate into our styles, because it's just like we draw a certain way already, me and Oscar.
Yeah.
And
Well, here's the thing. Like, these the things that I'm telling you, you don't necessarily have to. You don't have to do it to the letter. This is just how I draw.
Yeah.
But you can incorporate some
yes.
of the thought process into how you draw it, like currently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't have
just,
to. You don't have to change your drawing
But
style.
that's what I'm saying. But like naturally, I mean, yeah, I understand that. It's just naturally that I'm thinking about like how I would do this, because this already looks nothing like how I draw.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of like stylized figure work, cartoons.
I just have to kind of, how do you say, incorporate it.
Incorporate it. Yeah, just the. I guess if nothing else, you can incorporate the like the 3D. You know, the thinking in 3D space.
That, and
aspect
also
of it.
exactly. Just how you think about how.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
stuff
just
goes.
Your thought process.
Yeah.
And then these are the pectorals where we lay the foundation of the booba. But this is I kind of like to think of this muscle as like kind of like a cape. It wraps around.
I mean, men have boobs too.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we draw before.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I drew it right there.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we built that up, and now with the pelvic bowl, carve holes in it. Carve a hole in it. You could even draw that line for to create volume. You know, get a feel for it, like you're feeling it with your pencil. You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah, to show where the center is. You know, to like
exactly the center line. Your fucking feet.
Yeah, I got you.
You get it. So, and yeah, the legs and the arms. They're just cylinders. They're just cylinders.
That's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
right?
Lucy says, I think some
super-
styles require structure and others don't.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely helps to keep these in mind, but like depending on how you're drawing, like if you're a Gendy Tartakovsky, you know, Dexter's Lab, or Craig McCracken, Powerpuff Girls, those art styles are very graphic, very flat. Or Samurai Jack, you know, like those are very, very flat art styles. They don't take into consider volume. But if you're trying to draw something like anime, or Batman the Animated Series, like that kind of stuff, that's like they're thinking in 3D space, like with how the figures are drawn.
Yeah.
So yeah, the limbs are pretty simple. You know, they're just
The same.
yeah. I mean, there's even complexity within these themselves, but I'm not gonna get into it. There's a certain way to draw them, but and of course the hands, you know. It's a rectangle. Omar says it's not that hard, but
Raim Tech, we're getting to that. You got to get through the 101 before you get to the BOOB.
And then yeah, the feet are just wedges. That's how I like to conceive them.
I like big feet.
Oh, big feet with fucking hair on them.
No, I like small feet with
Hobbit
big
feet.
toes.
Big toes. Yeah, so you can draw fucking big toe. Oh yes.
Just one big toe.
Just that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like she's like a fucking horse.
That does it for me.
That's fucking that's beautiful. So yeah. So we have our basic human figure, and I talked about, you know, the thought process between with all the limbs and
Do you want to do a layer on top of that and see how you would like draw something out of that?
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Whoop, oops, I merged them. My bad. There we go. But before I get into that though, I didn't even mention the head, and just the
head is gonna be a thing on its own, man.
yeah. But just to cover it real quick, like it's just I like to conceive it as a sphere with a cone
Do it on the side, bigger.
coming out of it. Okay, sphere with a cone. And just to give the sphere dimension, you know, there's the center line, This is your eye line, and here's a cone coming out of it, which is the jaw. And even to get more in depth, cut the halves or cut the sides of the sphere, and then you get like that flatness on the sides of the skull, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I like to conceive of it. And then you get your brow and your eyes and your nose and mouth and ear right there. But yeah, that's how I like to conceive of the head. We can get into it more later, but for now, talking about the body. So let's lighten up that bottom layer, and then let's fill it in, right? So I'm just gonna draw like super generic. You get the super generic character. Super, just hair, neck. And yeah, if you guys don't draw like this, I would recommend drawing like this. It doesn't have to be on a different layer, but think about it as if you're drawing in layers. You don't have to make a full layer, a whole nother layer to do this, but it's good to think about it that way, like a cake. Oh, we're making
Who's
cake,
Tarantino?
all right.
Tarantino? Oh, Tarantino.
What's up, Quentin?
Why?
What, feet?
I'm just confused. It says Jobby 2 or you, Jobby.
Yeah.
Are you sure that Civil isn't just Daddy Tarantino in disguise?
Daddy Tarantino.
I think he's confusing me with you, Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh, because Oscar was the one coming about feet.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, you remember that center point that I mentioned, the base of the rib cage? This is where these neck muscles connect.
these
fuck. And this is where you get that nice collarbone. So that's how that connects. So the collarbone. That's a very important thing to kind of like, you know, make your drawings sensual.
Jeez.
Yes. Because already, like, that gives you the impression, you know, it's a woman. It's a naked woman. All right, here's the fun part. So you remember the pecs, right? The underlying muscles.
Yes.
So let me actually bring out my go back to the bottom layer real quick before I fill it in. But yeah. So the pecs. From the pecs, you can hang.
Those are quite big.
Good. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
So, from the pecs, you can hang the all-important booba. Now,
Gotcha.
for booba, though, it's very important to keep in mind that tita, they are just bags of fat.
Yes.
That's all titties are. They are bags of fat, and with that in mind, they are affected by gravity. So, you know, I guess some people's tendency is to draw tits like that. Or I mean, that's a stylistic choice. You can do that if you want. But I guess just how titties realistically work. Like, keep in mind that yeah, they are just bags of fat. They're affected by gravity, and they kind of just sit on the pec muscles. If that makes sense. And then do the other one. Oh fuck. This is not even the most anatomically correct, but it's it's the basic idea. So if we go back to our line drawing,
Raymond Tech says, ooh, 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 ooh.
can we get an unga bunga in the chat?
Oh, gee.
Madam,
So-
may I place my hands on your bags of fat?
Wow.
They look quite heavy. May I hold them? So yeah.
How do I make it look natural, or look?
Implant.
How to make it natural or look implant?
Is what I was talking about. Like, keep in mind the forces of gravity. That's how you make natural looking titties. Because if you make them like too stiff, and these might even be too stiff for some people, but like, yeah. Then there you go. And then these kind of connect. So and this would be the center line of the chest, But you usually don't draw these lines because that looks weird. But that is how it looks anatomically.
Yeah.
But you don't usually draw those. So I mean, I guess for some body types, but yeah. Yeah, that's a titty, and then here's the rib cage, and a lot of the times the rib cage is sticking out like that,
Wow.
and then it goes down. This is like the latissimus dorsi muscle coming in, and then the navel is usually in the center of the waist. Love handles, keeping in mind the forms. You know, the rib cage is solid. The titties are not, the obliques are not, the center portion of here, not really. It's like a lot of muscle, a lot of fat. And then get to the pelvic bowl. And this is usually hard, rock solid. And then the crotch and so on and so on. Fill it in. And right now I'm not gonna explain what I'm doing because this is like musculature of the leg that I'm just kind of thinking through. And I mean the shapes are pretty basic though. You can kind of get an idea. Knee pad, calf, another knee pad. There you go. Ankle,
Big toe.
big toe, of course. How can I forget?
Oh yeah.
Toenail.
Oh
It's so hot.
damn!
Oh,
You're gonna
God.
get demonetized, Jobby.
Fucking Christ.
Hairy feet. Yeah.
One toe.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I like them. Just a foot with one big toe.
God damn.
Oh yeah. There we go. You gotta make that right one hairy too, though.
Oh.
Oh. Damn, I gotta step
Jesus.
outside for a second. Pull up the stream on my phone.
And this happens a lot of the times. You're never, well, at least for me, like I never get it right the first time. So there will be a lot of times where my underdrawing is not accurate. So like I actually adjust it. So right here, I could kind of see that the arms are too short. So you know you could just extend that. Fuck it. And then hand. Yeah. So there. Not even gonna do the other arm, and I'll just do a basic face.
You can spend more time on the other face, on the big face.
There you go. So there, basic woman, and hopefully you got something out of that. But
My body says no, but the Tarantino in me says yes.
hold on, I'm censoring it. Sorry. There you go. That is her in all her glory. What big toe one woman. I fucking. So, I suppose before we get into our shading portion of it, you want to learn about the head, the face?
Yeah, draw the face.
Draw the
the on the really big head that you did right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like how you would draw
Okay. Like let's take this to completion then.
a beautiful face.
the body. Like, I feel like it makes more sense. Like, what differences are there? Like, in the head, in the face. Really?
Okay. And then, all right, we can cover that then. Okay, so yeah.
It's like,
if chat has any questions,
aside from not drawing a beard, like that's the only way.
Honestly, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. But yeah, if chat has any questions, feel free to ask them. I can answer them later. But yeah, and also we have a few
Oh
donations.
my god,
we'll
I'm
read
gonna draw
them later,
myself
too.
as a woman.
Oh, that'd be a funny way to
You could do that. Yeah.
do this after. Yeah,
Why not?
I'm gonna give her a
as the
beard.
test.
No beard. No
you
beard.
know,
no beard.
you know what's hard mode though. Draw a bearded woman.
To make it look feminine, but still have a beard.
Yes.
Matt the Stormtrooper
Oh,
says, "I'm
jeez.
pretty sure
Yes.
5% of the chat is turned on." I am 5% of the chat, so there you go. Yeah.
You're the entire 5%. Oh, sorry. I gotta. It's gotta be modest. You know, I gotta give her some clothes. Sorry about that, YouTube. There you go. She's got the Samus Zero Suit Samus look going on.
There you go.
Something. Yeah.
How about a handlebar mustache?
fucking toes?
I want to ask about how to make an expressive body. Most of my drawings look stiff.
Okay.
We'll probably
Yeah.
get to that after we do the face, right?
We can cover that. Oh yeah, and also just a little ornamentation for the body. A lot of people like to draw what people like to call the pelvic lines, the pussy lines.
Yeah.
So it's this. So it directly connects to what we were talking about, the pelvic bowl and how that
that's
connects.
just like drawing a bulge. You know?
How to Not
Yeah.
Care
But
101
just no
says,
bulge.
whoa, are those gulp stink lines on the feet?
Hey, yeah. Oh my lord.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
Those are also just one toes on each foot.
It's just just one toe. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. So the head. Already covered the basic shape of the head. It's a sphere with a cone, and honestly, this cone can be any shape you want. I just drew kind of like a slender one, but you can do like a squared one. You can do like a super skinny one. Like this is the jaw, essentially. The jaw can have a lot. And again, this goes back to what I was saying about the body, where it's the contrast between hard and soft.
It also just like kind of gives character to your character in a way.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Depending on what you're going for.
Can you make
So,
this one look like
honestly,
Vi from Arcane?
Yeah, I guess. So let me go back to this bottom layer here so I can fill it in a little more before lining it. And let me get rid of this next so I can tell you exactly how this shit connects to the fucking head. So for Vi, if we wanted to draw someone like Vi, she has more of a squarish jaw, and in order to draw like the basic head shape, you kind of had to keep in mind how the skull is shaped. And we all know how skulls are shaped, right? So you have the dome of the skull, of course, and then you have cheekbones. Oh, my bad. And then you have cheekbones. So that's what these are. And the cheekbones kind of like they kind of wrap around the entire head. So this is the side of the head. The cheekbones kind of start there and they go around like that. And then of course it goes into the front teeth. And then the jaw comes out of the side of the head, and as you can see right here, this is where the ear would be. It's directly correlated to where the jaw is. See what I mean? So, and yeah, I'll just keep the ear there, I guess. But yeah, the jaw goes into the lower teeth. And there you go.
Ultron.
Someone said,
Yeah, basically, Ultron is based on the human skull.
Someone
yeah,
asked, what tablet are you using, Jobby? A Wacom or an XP pen?
I'm using a Huion,
Huion, there you go.
Huion.
the China tablet.
China.
So yeah, that's a basic skull shape, and skulls come in all different sizes. You know.
That looks like a Bionicle.
Yeah. Hey, skulls in general, they're really cool. Like they're a cool shape, but they do come in all different sizes. And yeah, like just to show you how that would look if we did that soft cone shape, it would be like that. But it would be the same, you know. It'd be the same kind of basic
just look
structure.
at the characters in Coco.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just different skull shapes, but
Yeah, of
different
course.
skull shapes correlate, of course, to different head shapes. So if we wanted to draw something like Vi, and I'm not even gonna use reference, I'm gonna do my best to do it from memory. She has kind of like a squarish face from what I remember, but it is kind of slender. So like not a pointy chin, not the typical like anime pointy chin, but she does kind of it kind of rounds off like that if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then
she's just like, you know, like she's like a fighter, like, you know, like a more
Yeah.
Not, I don't want to use the word masculine, but very like just like
Oh,
how do
no,
you
she
say
is
it?
very
tough.
masculine.
she's tough.
Yeah, tough, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, and I did want to keep the cheekbones here because I wanted to show you guys this. So this could be a character in itself, but what this means, if I draw a character like this with big cheekbones like this, that means their cheeks are really narrow. The skin and the muscles, they're really clinging on to the skull. You know, that's what it means. So if you want fuller cheeks, the more fuller the cheeks, the less you're gonna see of that cheekbone. So like that. So that's like fat. You see, that's like fat that's on the face. Fat face. And you know, younger people have this. Most younger people have fuller faces, not bony faces, you know. But yeah, like that's a good way to think about it. When the character gets older, or if they're skinnier or thinner, the more bone is gonna show through their face. So,
that makes sense.
and a lot of women, of course, they have like fuller faces like that. I mean, you do get women with like prominent cheekbones, but still. And I guess a general rule of thumb is like, yeah, if you want to make a character look feminine, it's usually this, like the face points inward, you know, as opposed to like something like Batman, where it's like just a fucking square, a square jaw like that. But yeah, so yeah, like a more feminine face is like narrower, goes to a point. Not always, but usually. So yeah, we have that. Honestly, I kind of feel like I've made the jaw a little too big. It could be even shorter, and don't feel free to adjust as you go along, of course. There you go, something like that. And yeah, again, keep in mind the shape of the skull when you're drawing a face like that. And this goes for any style. Any style, this applies. Then the neck, even though I haven't even finished the head yet, but like the neck kind of comes out of the ear, essentially. And again, you're trying to think of it in 3D, so like the neck stump would be connected to like the back of the skull, so it'd be like that. And depending how thick your character's neck is, then you go either that or that or that. You can even do that depending on the style you're going for. This is like that fucking SpongeBob chocolate, fucking the old man, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, depending on what you're going for, yeah. The neck's got its own set of issues, but as it is now, we're gonna consider it a cylinder, a curved cylinder. That's good enough for most use cases, for basically all use cases. So that's the basic head shape. Now, for the head. Now, this is actually something I wanted to ask you, Omar, just out of curiosity. Like, where do you usually start drawing the head? Besides the face shape.
Talked about this, but like, it kind of just depends on what I'm drawing. Like, what I have a like vision for. It's like if I'm drawing something that I want to make very expressive in the eyes, I'll try to get that down first. Yeah. Or like, you know, regardless. But I usually I don't really draw noses too much. Yeah. But same thing, if I'm trying to do like a specific facial expression with the eyes or the mouth, I'll start there. But if I don't have anything in mind for those, I will start with hair usually. Or I mean, besides, if we're not talking about head shape, you know, just like hair or like just hair, ears, and then just kind of like go make my way in.
I see.
As I get an idea of what I want the expression to be.
Yeah, and you know, all of that, it applies. Yeah. Just, you know, draw this basic head shape, keep all of that in mind, and then just fill in the facial features however you'd like. But I guess for me, like me personally, I like to get everything in order, just so I don't like run out of headspace. And sometimes I do. Like when I try to, for me, if I try to draw like a character with like big eyes, I'll just fill in the eyes, and the eyes are spheres. But then I get into the eyebrows, and then I'm like, shit, the hairline's like back here. So then then I'd have to like fill in the skull, and that's no problem, but it's just annoying sometimes. So let me get rid of that. But you can always do that. That's no problem.
I just feel like it's gonna be rough because like, how would you? This all works if you draw with skeletons, right?
It's not even drawing with skeletons. It's just thinking about it.
Yeah,
thinking about the way that
3D I hear a lot of people talk about it is like you got to kind of learn the rules first, and then you can break them to like whatever you want to do afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like learn you understand like where like proportionally where the eyes fit on like the actual skeleton and stuff, like on the skull.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's like you can choose like how big or small they are, proportional to like how big or small your skull is.
Yeah.
And it's like
that's where the creativity comes in. There's no one way to do it. Yeah, you know, there's really no one way to do it, but
like
you do have to
put the eyes on the forehead,
like exactly
where the forehead would be, and then put the mouth really high up there too,
if you wanted to,
and it'd be just like a really long face, and like you can play around with like the more cartoony aspects.
You can play around with and honestly, a lot of like character design and figure drawing, it really is all about relationships between each of the parts. So, for instance, for the human body, like you can vary this by just adjusting maybe the size of the head in relation to the body, the size of the rib cage in relation to the hips, the size of the arms in relation to the body. It's all about relationships between the different parts. So same thing with the face.
And I
mean,
feel like
yeah.
you don't even think about that most of the time either. I think it's more so like what Lucy said right now. Reference helps a lot with proportions.
That too.
Where it's like,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I did learn how to draw with all this, all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the circles and skeletons and all that. I did learn how to draw this, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I first started, like, if you see any of my high school sketches and all that, you'll see all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I just don't do it now.
have a good day at
And
work,
then-
shiftless.
Yeah, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier in the stream. It's like, yeah, you have to know this stuff, but that doesn't mean that you have to draw it every time you draw
Because
it.
you kind of
just have it
like
in your
you
in
just kind of
yourself.
see it at some
Exactly, exactly right, exactly. You see it. You already know. Like, you've done the work of like doing all the boring
point.
foundational
Billions
stuff.
of fucking times just drawing that
Billions
shit.
of
Yeah,
times,
and I think
exactly.
that's the hard part with like you and Caesar and stuff. That it's like you guys both have like a very distinctive style already.
Uh-huh.
That like you have a way of drawing where like your characters look pretty similar with like how you draw, and it's like whether it's a person or a frog or a tree
But again,
or whatever.
me and Caesar did go through this shit.
Yeah.
In high school, like both of our sketches, we used to draw like this all the time.
Yeah, and it's like I never did this, so to me, like this is all like things I know that this is how you're supposed to learn, but I've never taken the time to like visualize it.
I see.
Yeah, actually, yeah, like in high school. What's high school? Like middle school, high school. I one of my brother's friends taught me how to draw, and this is how he taught me.
Uh-huh.
And then in high school, I got everything he taught me. I showed Caesar. So
so you got passed down the
I passed it
knowledge.
to Caesar, and
Yeah.
also I double learned because I had to. Caesar pretty
Yeah,
much showed
you
me
learn
like, yo,
better
how
by
do you-
teaching it and stuff.
Exactly.
I
He
see,
just
I
like
see.
liked how I drew, and he's like, hey, how do you like? Yeah, show me. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah,
And I would
see,
show him how to
like,
draw.
I never learned how to do this because I would always watch videos and stuff, and you try to sit down and like try to do it, but like without constantly doing it, you kind of like lose it.
Yeah,
kinda lose
so
the
it
knowledge,
really is
yeah.
just like practice.
And I see that in a lot of my drawings where it's like my proportions are really off. Where it's like I don't know how to proportion certain things to like other parts of the body when I'm drawing characters.
That's
why.
not always a bad thing. Like I feel like now I try to proportion shit differently.
Yeah.
Just because like it'll fit the character differently.
That's a stylistic choice, but
Yeah, yeah, of
but
course.
even within that stylization, you want to keep in mind like the foundational shapes of it.
Yeah.
So like proportions can be wacky as hell for sure. Like that, like don't limit your artistic freedom with that. But you want to know why you're doing that
Yes.
and how it works fundamentally.
And that's what I don't know yet, because a lot of like the drawings that I've liked that I've done when we've drawn like our drawing streams and stuff, I've used reference,
I see.
and I feel like I'm really good at looking at something and being able to copy it,
Yeah.
but I don't understand exactly why the head is that size compared to the body, or like why the body is that big, or like why the arms are that big and stuff. Or like why when it's like I think of like the Velma drawing that I did where it's like a certain pose that's like pressed up against the wall
Yeah.
and stuff. It's like why the left arm is smaller than the right arm because
I
it's
see.
like more
Perspective.
closer to you
Yeah,
perspective wise and
perspective.
stuff. Or like my cat's drawing, that was one that was like just off the dome. That was like
Yeah.
off the head.
Honestly, yeah. Those are like if you want to call it action poses, like just like very like poses in a way. Like that's actually one thing I do struggle with too. Like if it's like some
We
kind
can
of
get
like,
into that.
like an action pose with the hand is like this.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
foreshortening stuff.
exactly.
And like,
It's supposed to be bigger, but when I try to draw that, it comes out really bad.
That's where these basic shapes come in. Because when you visualize all of these parts as shapes, like basic shapes that you can conceptualize in your head, like cubes, spheres, pyramids, rectangles, you can draw a cube from any perspective, right? So if you break that down, if you apply that to figure drawing, you could draw the body in any perspective you want.
Yeah.
So, going back to what I was saying about like arms being cylinders, if you wanted to draw this in perspective, all you'd have to do is imagine a cylinder. Here's the elbow, and then the hand is coming at you. It's coming at you. That's not perfect, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, that my issue is. I mean, personally, my issue is I draw shit too big or too small.
Yeah.
When I do that stuff. So I mean, I'm pretty sure if you can go back and like look at any stream, I usually avoid those poses.
I see.
I just don't draw them.
Yeah.
I just do not draw them because I know I just struggle with them. and I just avoid it. I mean, even like the Mario Sonic thing you did.
Yeah.
That was kind of like an action pose, like it was like different. It was like like something like that. Like I just kind of wouldn't do because I'm just kind of like I'm not sure how the proportions would be. So like
I see.
I just won't do it.
Yeah, but that all starts with this. Like if you understand this, and you guys do.
Yeah.
You can do it. You just kind of have to like get comfortable and like be willing to fail, and then you keep developing it and use reference, like Lucy said in the chat. Like look at something that you like, and then see how they do it, and then you copy it, and then you can learn from that.
Like I showed you my little dude, my little avatar.
Yeah.
The head, I love it. I'm like, I'm stuck on that
it's
head.
great. It's a great design.
I'm stuck on that head, but I can't do a body.
Are you actually trying to do a body?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a body.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be head.
No, just a body, at least like a torso,
I see.
like upper body, because I want to have it at like the corner of the screen, like while the video's playing.
We can get into something like that. Okay. Actually, while Omar pees, let me address that.
Yeah.
If you wanted to look for a body for your little
you want me to draw the head and then you draw the body?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, guys. I'll finish my tutorial head in a bit, but right now we're kind of veering off into something else where Oscar is designing a mascot for his YouTube channel, and he's struggling on getting appropriate body shape. So let's see if I can help him with that. And everything that I've said about the figure and its basic shapes, in a weird way, can still apply to non-realistic body types, and I'll show you guys how. Yeah, random stuff animation, 1 point perspective is definitely helpful. Oh shit. Actually, let me read some of these donations here. We got Tan Gundam with 357 through the super chat. Could you also teach how to draw a biological being like animals or monsters? I can, and it all comes back to what I'm talking about. It's all about basic shapes and adjusting them based on what you want. There is a certain template that you can use for like animals, but we can get into that. We got Brappy Hour with 199 through the super chat. Careful, Jobby, the gang is on the loose. I don't get that, but that sounds scary. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, more or less. I have the original file on my computer, but more or less it's like this very simple shape. It's like
There you go.
the little swoop of the hair.
Yeah.
And then it's just a very circular head to show like the facial hair is just like these three little bumps.
Yeah.
And then it's just like the eyes and a very simple mouth.
Oh,
and then
nice.
it's just like the
What's he talking about?
swoop of the hair.
Hey.
So it's like
Okay.
more or less, it's very simple. It's just like, it's very simple shapes. It's just a circle, the little swoosh.
But even so here's the thing. Even with this simple, beautiful drawing, you can apply the principles that I've been talking about to this simple drawing. So you can conceive it as a sphere. And this is just me doing the guidelines just to give you a sense of volume. And even this little squiggly, if you do these little curves, you can see like how that would fit. It's like a little worm on the top of the head. Depending on what you need, and then from that, you could shade it like a sphere if you wanted to. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to draw all of this what I'm doing right now, but you can think about it like that. And with that in mind, you could draw this thing from any angle you want. So this is a sphere. This is a sphere. And I'm gonna make him look up. Eyes. Head. The little thing kind of comes up right there. And the little shape, like you can either cheat it and go down here, or you can treat it like an actual beard and go right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. So like that, all of these ideas apply to even the most simple shapes.
Happy man.
Thank you. And yeah, But yeah, let's talk about the body, I guess, for a simple character like this. So, you know, it's not like you're gonna give this character like a super anatomically accurate, fully formed figure. I mean, you can make him buff if you want, but
And that's what I joked with. Is like the picture that I sent was like fully like
he's fucking
detailed buff dude.
But when I look at something like this, I picture something like a Pillsbury Doughboy, or like even like
exactly,
a Oni boy.
Yeah.
So, like for that, you know, if you think about it, like
give it the most anatomically correct muscular body.
we can do that later. But right now, like you could give it like what I guess what animators like to call like the potato sack.
Just think Baymax.
Baymax, exactly. So like the potato sack body. So
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
I want to keep it very simple. It's like no like fingers or anything.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
little round.
So
like,
again,
things.
thinking in 3D space, like I'm thinking about the shape like this, but I'm not drawing it. So I'm thinking about it like that. And you could already kind of see, like, get a sense of volume from that. And you can bring the nubs like that. They can be longer if you want. They can be more expressive if you want. But yeah, like a potato sack body. You know.
And that looks good.
Something like that. This is like super basic, but... And even as I'm drawing right now, I'm thinking about these nubs as 3D objects. Like they're cylinders coming out of this basic shape. And then give a little pinchable belly, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You don't have to draw that center line, but you could draw this to suggest it. Something like that.
And that's good. It's like that's all I need. It's like it just needs to be a very simple shape.
Just a really simple shape. Then you could do like the overlapping lines to suggest even more. Yeah, something like that.
Alrighty.
So and I guess how it would apply, like how this concept would apply, like even to pose it. You're not really, but like you can, you know, think about this as a rib cage, pelvic bowl, hips, rib cage again, the pecs, like all of everything you can apply that basic template, but you don't have to draw all of it.
Yeah,
but it helps you. It helps.
I even saw like a sketch of like a Cuphead, right?
Yeah,
and it's saying like how proportions like are like the size of the head, like how it's the size of like the belly and like this and that, like just like how big everything is, like the size of the hands, the feet, you know, just like how big things are. Like in this one, like like the size of the body is like just as big as the head, kind of thing.
Yeah, Cuphead, like something like Cuphead, like a rubber hose character, like they tend to be like the head is almost as big or not, or even bigger than the actual body.
The
and
actual
like
body itself, and then like I mean the limbs is like it depends per character. Yeah, but like just how big shit is, like, you know,
like that's like the typical like cartoon body. This is the Cuphead body. This is like a bean. That's how I like to call it, like the bean, bean shape.
And I think that comes into like what Lucy's saying right now too, that it's like the meaning of the basic shapes, where like a circle is friendly, a square is tough, and a triangle is danger.
Yeah, that's like more emotional, like character design wise. You can you can play around with these shapes. Even like all the stuff that I'm doing right now. Again, it doesn't have to be the exact same. You can make the ribcage like blockier than normal. You can make the head blockier than normal. It doesn't even have to be a sphere. If you want to get super crazy with it, it doesn't even have to be a sphere. It could be a fucking cube, you know? And then you could design a character based off of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of options to go here, but it all comes back down to how you want to simplify your character.
thank you.
Because to simplify your character means you can add complexity on top of it later.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to comprehend.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Man, what about facial features? Like,
Okay,
you know,
I'll
that
get
stuff.
back to that. But
Okay, no, just wait on that then.
okay, but yeah, let me just finish this Cuphead drawing, I guess. But yeah, even with Cuphead,
isn't his body bigger?
is it?
I think so. I want to say.
Thank you.
Like, I want to say his his actual body is bigger. It's like not as big as his head, but it's like just smaller, you know, kind of thing.
Just a bit smaller, I guess. Kind of maybe like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that looks about right. like that.
We're not looking at references.
We're not
But
looking at
yeah,
reference
yeah.
at all. I'm just doing this off my dome. But yeah, like something like that. Even with these kind of characters where they don't have joints, you know, you can still apply.
You can still apply all that. Yeah.
You can still apply the idea of everything being a 3D object. So they're like, you don't have to draw the arms with joints, but that's why they call this style of animation rubber hose style. So you can literally think about it as a rubber hose coming out of the body. So they're tubes.
Yeah. See, my style, like I do get inspiration from this kind of shit, but it's not necessarily this because I really enjoy drawing the like more like of a Popeye style, kind of like where the forearm is bigger than the bicep kind of thing. Like, I really like drawing shit like that. I don't know why, but I like drawing shit, you know.
Yeah.
So that is kind of how I do it. Like I usually just draw like a little cylinder for like the bicep area, and then for the actual forearm, I'll do like a bigger, like just fucking blockier thing.
Yeah.
When I'm drawing, you know, things, and I don't know. For the legs, like I said, I always just tend to draw them smaller, and I guess that's just a stylistic choice.
Fine.
Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I dislike how I draw. Like, and that's not why I'm here. You know. Like,
yeah, I know.
I just, you know, I'm curious.
I'm just saying it's completely fine, just to, you know, give reassurance to anyone else. It's like I'm not trying to give like an objective take. I'm just trying to provide concepts that you can apply.
For the chat, don't expect like me and Oscar to like be drawing like Jobby now. Like,
no.
We're still gonna be drawing our own style. Yeah.
That's not the point. I'm just giving you and the chat ideas on how to
perceive shit and
think
about it while you're drawing. You know.
This is
like
really
that.
all about like perception, mentality. It's not. I'm not really talking about technique. We can talk about technique when we talk about shading.
That you kind of get that on your own. I think you do.
But,
like,
yeah, dude,
you
it's
do, but
10% luck, 20% skill, 20% fighting power and will, 5% pleasure, 15% pain.
I was gonna say earlier. Sorry, Joster, but I was gonna say earlier. When are we reading the chat? The super chats and shit? Because
Jobby read them already.
did he all?
Yeah.
I don't think I read all of them
because
though.
like they go down a bit. That's almost like
I can
I don't know if you read all of them. That's why
I don't think I read
It started
all
with
of
the Sad
them,
Boy Requiem one. The not that one.
Yeah, I think you read that one.
Oh yeah, it was the one right there. The 1 hour ago one.
You read the Don't Be a Menace where the guy was sucking.
Okay, you did read that? Alright, that was the first one.
And then I think you read... the gang is on the loose. Could you also teach how to draw biological animals?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Okay, so yeah, those top two.
So you did read them. Alright, cool.
So do you want to just read them now since we brought them up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cyber Requiem saying, I hear other people say they struggle with drawing robots or creature characters, but I have no trouble with that. I always draw robots in school. Though I struggle greatly with humanoid or organic characters. Drawing common writers helped me with the silhouette.
Yeah, honestly, like, I mean, I don't know about you, Oscar, but I think we're in the same boat where it's like, we can't draw robots.
No, yeah, I can't draw robots at all.
Robots.
For some reason, I also find robots hard, but because
those are not organic. Like, it's not the same.
There's when you're drawing something mechanical like that, there's a lot less freedom how you interpret the shapes, because for something mechanical, it's a solid shape. Like it has like its objective truth. You know?
That can be the next lesson. Drawing some more.
Like I'm not the best at it, but like I can give a few pointers.
Your robots are pretty good.
We can do more of these with Caesar too. I think somebody said that in the chat earlier too. Like, can you like show us how to draw like animals and stuff too? Right?
So
And
there's a lot of ways we can go with this.
Rare Fishman asked, "What program are you using to draw?"
What is that?
Clip Art Studio.
Clip Studio Paint Pro.
Clip Studio Paint.
It's
there
on
you
the
go.
top right here.
Yes, I bought it a while ago too. It's really good.
How much is it?
$50.
That's not bad. That's not bad
$50
at
and that's it. It's not a subscription model.
And it also has a 3D modeler.
Yeah,
Bundled
yes, it
in with
does.
it.
I don't use it, but that is a.
And then I think for $150 you get the. For $150 you get like the like premium one, and that one comes with like animation tools and stuff.
Oh no shit. I mean, I do like this program.
Yeah, it's a great program, but yeah, I guess we can go back to the face, like continue on with the face.
And it doesn't have to be Vi. You can just draw your own face.
Okay.
I just said that just randomly.
Oh,
I think I was just horny for Vi.
nice. Yeah, I've already got that basic shape. I already talked about that. And if we want to break down the head further, we can give the cheek like a plane. So that's like the side of the head.
Yeah.
And that's where shading would come in. We'll get into shading later, but yeah, like that. And yeah, you see how it connects. Like this is the cheekbone.
Yes, sir.
This is the jawline. Yeah, you get what I mean. And you don't have to draw that, but there you go. Okay, so how I usually do it, I like to draw the brow line first. There's a brow line, and you can put it anywhere, depending on how low or how high you want the eyes. But the brow line, which is like, it's a good solid indicator of where the forehead would be. So depending on where you put the brow line, that's how big the forehead would be.
Damn, that ain't a 4-head, that's a 5-head.
That's a 5-head, exactly. So that's what I like to do. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I like to do. So for a lot of people, they like to start with the eyes, and there is no problem with that. So if you want to start with the eyes, again, it is very helpful to conceptualize the eyes as spheres. And you don't have to draw spheres like this, but it's good to think about them like that.
Did you guys ever hear the thing where you're trying to draw a perfect circle?
Yeah. Whoa, wait, what?
I forgot what teacher was in high school said, like, if you're ever trying to draw a perfect circle, draw a circle while you're thinking of your sibling. And for some reason, it just works. And it's funny because it kind of did.
Try it, Johnny. Try it.
The thing is, what I figured why that works, or worked at least in high school, was because when you're trying to draw a circle while you just kind of like,
damn, that's pretty good.
Thanks,
you
man.
just kind of, because you're not thinking about it too much, you're just like, you're not
just kind of let it
trying
go
to make it, you're just letting go, which is why it kind of works,
let your arms do the work.
It's like your body knows, like.
Okay, so here's like a technique thing. I usually draw with my shoulder and not my wrist. So drawing with your wrist kind of gives me like small objects, but if you draw with your shoulder, you can go wide like that. Whoa, that's how you can get big stuff. So you're moving your whole arm, keeping your wrist relatively stiff, and just working with your shoulder. That's how you can like draw really loose, which I very much encourage. I encourage people to draw loose. Don't be too tight at the start. You can get tighter as you go, as you make everything more precise. But like at the start, I encourage people to draw loose.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Just go messy. Scribble.
Just something I remembered right now. And it's funny because that wasn't even an art teacher that told me that. But
that's Mr. Pidd.
Yeah, it was Pidd, right? 'Cause I didn't take.
Was it geometry?
No,
it's philosophy.
Philosophy, nice.
I didn't even take art.
There's something very philosophical about that, I suppose.
Draw a cute caveman girl.
Nice. We can do that
with a big
brow. Yeah. You know what? I can make this the cute caveman girl, actually. Cave girl. So yeah. Keeping in mind where the skull is, keeping in mind where the skull is. Another good way to conceptualize how the eyes go in the head is to imagine the eye sockets. So the eye sockets are very big. They are huge. They are gaping holes in your fucking head. And a good rule of thumb is like there should be enough room between the eyes for like another socket. This is a little, I'm drawing it even a little bigger than normal just for stylization purposes, but that's a general rule of thumb where another eye could fit in the middle of the head.
You're telling me I can have an eye right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
That's where your third eye should be.
Lies.
So then
my sockets are from here to here.
So I guess with the sockets in mind, you can place the eyes within the sockets. And already, like, this looks fucking creepy as hell, but already you can see this is where the brow would be. Thank you. This is where the brow would be, and this part.
Oh yeah, my eyebrow is right here. That's true.
Yeah.
My socket is all the way up here. Yeah.
So your socket is big.
This is where the brow would be, and this at the bottom, that's like your eye bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your character has them. Like that, and already it's like influencing the
Honestly,
shape of
just
the
touch
eye.
your face.
Now
it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Don't go sticking a finger in your eye.
Definitely
But it
not.
makes sense
That
if you
hurts.
touch it. Yeah.
I will say, this is something that I would want to get for my desk. A mirror helps. a lot just to reference yourself. No, whenever you're trying to draw anything, you can reference yourself. You know, draw a facial expression, make the face.
I never noticed that.
I'd rather
the
reference
mirror.
Jennifer Lawrence.
You could do that too. You use whatever use whatever reference you want. But
That's the truth though. I never noticed that. Yeah, like your eyebrow is at the top of your eye socket.
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah, that's where it would be. And then of course, like there's muscles underneath or on top of the skull that can make them go higher, and then making them go lower, of course. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Facial expressions, that's a whole nother thing. We can get into that too.
All right, let's draw this beautiful face.
Yeah, but let me get rid of all of this, just to give everyone an idea of how the eyes are sitting within the head. So with that in mind, if we think about the eyes as these spheres inside your eye sockets, the eyelids would wrap around those spheres, and this is where you're gonna have fun, right? You can make them shaped however the fuck you want. Like eyes have an infinite amount of shapes, and this is where you can play around. You could, and this is a really annoying part about drawing. You can ignore rules. You can break them. It just as long as it looks good. Yeah. So for me, like if I wanted to make like a kawaii fucking caveman anime girl, I can ignore like the eye socket rule. Like this wouldn't fit within the head realistically, but fuck it. Keep it in mind that the eyelids are wrapping around some kind of sphere on the head, and you could wrap around, like that. And again, like, oh yeah, general rule of thumb, another eye should. Fuck that. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Just depending on.
You know what we should do right now that like you did that?
What?
I thought about it. It's like this head skeleton that you drew.
Yeah.
Me and Omar should draw the face on top of that skeleton.
Ah, shit.
I don't want to limit you guys on this one skeleton though. How about like
We draw our own skeleton,
how about I draw several shapes,
and then we choose.
and
the
then
one.
you choose, or you can fill in all of them if you want. Like I'll draw several head shapes, and then you can fill it in however you want. Or we'll get into that. Hold on, I'm coming up with something on the fly right
That
now.
is something I do though. Like for sure, with the eye. In this case, the one on our left. Yeah, that eye. Whenever I draw like usually like creatures and shit, I'll make that eye kind of bulge out of the actual like head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's completely
Like just like
completely
out
valid.
like that. Yeah. Like it just I don't know why. I think it just
Yeah.
looks nicer.
Mhm.
But yeah, like that's I
that
just
comes down-
ignore the whole bullshit of the thingies, you know.
That comes down to personal preference.
Yeah, of course.
But again, yeah, that's also that's also acknowledging that these are 3D shapes. Like they're bulging out of the head.
Yeah.
It must mean that they're a sphere. So it all applies. But yeah, like I kind of went overboard on the eyes, but you get the deal. But I wanna cute caveman girl. So what I'm gonna do is give her a heavy brow. So like pretty much a straight brow line, and this is pretty much a protrusion from the head. And you could do that. You could you could connect it to the head like that, and then you come up
Bunga bunga.
with the eyes. And again, yeah, keeping that in mind, not necessarily staying true to the to the internals. Don't feel tied down to it, but just you can kind of pretend that you're wrapping it around some kind of sphere shape.
Have a good night, Dracomus Prime.
Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. And then what I like to do, I guess for my art style, I like to draw the top eyelid a little heavier than the bottom eyelid, just to suggest eyelashes, so I don't have to draw individual eyelashes. That's just a clump of hair right there.
Oh,
And then,
interesting.
yeah, thinking clumps, that's just efficiency. And yeah, there you go. And then again, like defining that eye socket shape without drawing it. Let me just erase this part so I don't feel tied down to it. There you go.
That looks like Deadpool.
Unmasked Deadpool. Now I'm gonna give her fucking chola eyebrows.
Hello, Jobby. How's it
yeah.
going?
It's going good.
Damn.
Yes. That's pretty good.
You know, she says fool.
Oh, and yeah, going back to the concept of the eye socket. So this is where like the heavy lids would come in. So this is why you get this kind of shape. You know, that's literally the eye socket, like
I
that.
see it,
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, and then you could kind of you could color that in. Get her fucking makeup. Oh Jesus. All right, so and then I don't have to explain the mouth too much. It could be anything you want, really. Like if you're drawing in like a cartoony style, there's a whole anatomy to the mouth. Like if you like to learn it, but in most
I suck
cases,
at mouths.
yeah, in most cases,
It's just a line.
it's just a line.
Unless
Exactly.
you have it open mouth, but regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, do you draw lips though?
The lips is the hard
it
part.
depends. It depends on the,
The
character.
style?
Yeah.
It really the style and the character.
How would you
it
put
depends.
big luscious lips?
So, well, for the mouth, it actually helps to know where the nose would be. So, depending on where the nose would be. So, like, I'm gonna... And again, going back to the skull. This would be the skull nose. The nose actually... oh, I spit on my fucking tablet. The nose would actually protrude from that hole. So, keep that in mind when you're drawing a nose. So, like, I'm gonna give her kind of like an upturned, dainty nose. And this is kind of like a... I'm not gonna draw that part, but just to give everyone the perception of 3D space. Nostrils. But let me even simplify that even further. You don't have to draw the bridge. For a lot of characters, they tend to just draw a line, either at the bottom of the nose, or the top of the nose, or even the nostril. Like that's how a lot of artists handle the nose in these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an anime. You know, anime a lot of the times they don't even draw the whole entire nose. You can. For some reason, though, as humans, we kind of think this thing is ugly, so we omit it a lot of times. So most artists just suggest the nose, but that structure is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all. That's the point that I want to get across, is that the structure is still there. So I guess I'll just do it like this. This is the bottom of the nose, and this is the nostril. So there you go. You can do it like that if you want.
Furious ape noises. Then How Not to Care 101 says, let's get a goddamn unga in the chat.
Unga.
Unga boonga, baby. All right, so this is what I mean by the nose can kind of determine where the mouth would go. Is so just I'm gonna erase this later, but just to keep it in mind. What the fuck? Oh, oops. There you go. So just to keep it in mind, this would be I forget what the nostrils, the sides of the nostrils.
Yeah.
So anatomically, the mouth is actually this formation, and again, this all ties into the shape of the skull, right?
Yep.
So this is the shape of the skull. There's a certain muscle right here, and then you have this part, which is, I think, the philtrum. I think that's what you call it, like the little indent on your upper lip, and then it's like a bit of a triangle shape.
Unga boonga must smash my slong with a rock.
And yeah, so how this relates to the concept of a lip, the lip would be right here. So that would be a lip right there. But it's all connected. But
you just don't draw those lines.
I just don't draw all of this.
Yeah.
I'm constantly thinking about it though when I'm drawing a face. Constantly thinking about all that stuff, but I never draw it. Unless the character calls for it. The older characters you usually see all of that, you know? Thank you. Yeah. But let me erase all of these skull lines. But just to give y'all an idea of how everything fits, there you go. It doesn't have to be super detailed, but you're thinking about it. You're thinking about the internal structure always.
Thanks, Dago Fitted. We'll read that later in a bit.
So with all of that in mind, I could even exaggerate it. And this is what helps by not drawing it, but thinking about it, you could push the limits to what would be possible. So like, this probably wouldn't fit in the skull, but I'm drawing really. Whoa.
Luscious.
Luscious, exactly. And that line that goes to the nostril to the corner of the lip, that's where you get this line. You know, like if you were to extend that, it would be that. But no, we don't do that. So usually we don't do that. But yeah,
we don't talk about wrinkles.
We talk about wrinkles, depending on the character. And
then, then some DSLs. some CDSLs, cavemen.
And again, I am implicitly thinking about these as 3D objects. I am feeling the lusciousness with my pencil.
Ooh.
And then kind of have that kind of thing going on.
Damn.
Wow.
Yes.
Oof. Can I get an unga in the chat for that? God damn. There it is. How not to care 101 unga.
Unga. That's a chin.
She don't say unga, she say unga.
She says bruh.
This character model is going to be in the next Fortnite update.
There you go. Yeah, when they bring building back. But yeah, you see what I mean? Like how all of this informs the decisions I'm making. I'm not necessarily drawing all of it, but I'm thinking about it.
She's still bald.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll give her hair. Hair is a whole nother topic.
You gotta give her big, luscious dreadlocks.
I feel like hair isn't the hard part though. It really is just like the facial features.
It's funny because if you look at it, Jobby hasn't added much. It's just the eyes with like the implied eyelashes.
Yeah.
And then the nose and the lips.
Oh, I'll make them less implied. I'll fill them in. Oh.
No, not even the eyebrows. Just like the eyelashes on.
Oh, the eyelashes. I see what you
eyes.
mean. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to draw all of them.
That alone kind of implies like the more like feminine.
Honestly, for a lot of feminine stuff, even if you give them like a broader facial structure than I do right now, the eyes will be how you can tell. Yeah. This is like a super like shortcut cheat, not necessarily true to real life, but this is how a lot of animators do it. So for men, they usually draw like really basic shaped eyes, right? So this is like a male eyes, like typical cartoon.
That's Mario.
Male eyes. Yahoo! Yeah. But for some reason, and it does work, for females, what a lot of animators like to do is do like this almond shape.
You see that? Yeah, that's true.
So this is very common in animation, but it's a good shortcut. And then, and of course, like they make the top lid heavier than the bottom lid to suggest eyelashes. And then you can draw eyelashes if you want. Makes it even more feminine. And then there you go. These are feminine eyes. You could put these pair of eyes.
That's
on
that cat from Animal Crossing.
You could put these eyes on any head shape, and it'll read as female. For some reason, that works. Look.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah. Also something I learned from drawing Judy Hopps, eyebrows as well. You can there are such a thing as feminine eyebrows. So like manly eyebrows, they're either like a basic line
or they're fuzzy or caterpillars.
Yeah, thick line like that. But for feminine like a feminine eyebrow,
they're pointy.
Yeah, exactly. They taper off. So they kind of start thick at the base and then they taper off like that. That's like a more feminine eyebrow. Something like that. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Those are things you don't really like think of.
Well, I thought about them. These are I'm basically drawing Judy Hopps right now. This is the Judy Hopps facial structure right here. Yeah. And then for Judy Hopps it'd be like that and the. All right, let me stop before I get horny. there. So, yeah. And again, like I said, like you can put that on like any face shape. This is literally a brick, and it reads as female. So, yeah. So really, it kind of like if you want to, get crazy with the head shape,
Yeah, what Dylan
It's in
Campbell
the
said.
eyes.
Damn, that's
It's
one
in the
sexy
eyes.
box.
Yeah, honestly.
Boxu-chan. Boxu-chan.
Yeah, it's in the eyes. It really is. That's what it comes down to. Like the main difference.
So I think that answers your question.
Fundamental
Then
difference.
it's like, how do you make your face look more feminine? It's like it's in the eyes and the eyebrows.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think a lot of times I just draw dots for eyes, but you know.
Hey, even if you're trying to draw dots for eyes, here, check this out. There's a quick tip.
Draw a little eyelash.
Yeah, you could even like again like you can apply these principles like guy eyes could be more straight, girl eyes could be that reads as female, and again like those eyebrows. There you go.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just drew waifu. I just drew a fucking waifu right now.
Honestly, yeah,
That's it.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mario with girl eyes? Question mark.
Mario with girl eyes. Oh, here.
Just give it eyelashes.
Yeah, you could even do that.
There you go. Now he doesn't say wahoo. Now he says, "Hey you."
Wee he.
Wee he. Oh god.
Interesting. Very
let me
interesting.
get another beer here.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to try to do your face now?
Do we know enough? We know enough,
Yeah, I
huh?
think we've known enough. I
Wait,
think
you-
we've.
you
I
want-
guess from everything that I've
You want me to go first? You can go first if you want, man.
I can go
everything
first.
that I've taught you.
I'm
Also,
chilling.
the part about ignoring all of this, but still keeping in mind the fact that it's a 3D
I mean,
object.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna draw like that. Like,
No, yeah.
everything you did.
And
like,
I don't
did it-
want you to. I don't
I never
expect you
intended to. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been
Just to give you a peek inside my brain.
Yeah, it's like, see, what you were doing is more so what I do. Like, if in any of the drawing streams, if you guys remember, it's like I start with a like little
Guideline.
wired armature thing like that. Like, it's always like a little shape like that.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
I fill
you
it
do.
in.
I
Yeah.
do that sometimes when I want to try to draw something really good. Like, I think I did that with the Pinocchio drawing, but majority of the time I don't do that.
But yeah, let's do this. Let's draw.
Do you want Jobby to do the shape thing or just to go straight
No,
at it?
let's draw a female character, and then I think the next step would be let's pose it.
Pose it? Okay, so I mean, you want me to go or want me to go?
That's up to you.
I don't really care.
If you got an idea.
I mean, I'm just gonna draw myself.
Well,
That's
Oh,
all.
that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
well, first of all, let me just do like a quick page of like, I'm just gonna just bullshit some head shapes.
Oh, do you want us to do that?
You could do that. Yeah. Like
That's what I asked Oscar, and I was like, should we do that or should we just go straight into it?
yeah, just like you can like all the stuff that I told you about heads, you can apply that to these random ass shapes. you could make these into heads if you wanted to. Like
Yeah.
that's the character design aspect of it.
You really
know?
can.
Like basic, that skull. This doesn't have to be a circle, and then the jaw, eye line. Yeah, but it starts off with like that random. You can make these principles.
Yeah.
They can apply to fucking anything.
I really can.
So, yeah, I guess with everything that I've said, feel free to make your own shit up.
Do you want to do just a head or a full body?
I mean,
Just a head, right?
we could do either or.
Yeah, I guess we'll try it.
All right,
Alrighty.
You want to try? Go for it.
feel free.
Alright,
Good
go-
luck.
go-
Okay,
go
the
ahead.
prompt is to draw a female character.
Ourselves as a female character.
Oh, okay. Ourselves as a
You wanna-
female
you wanna time it,
character,
or no?
indeed.
Yeah, I guess.
How long do you want?
10?
Probably quick. Yeah, just like 10.
10 minutes. You got it.
Uh-oh.
We're not coloring, so honestly, yeah, just.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Whatever. Yeah,
Why
I
isn't
feel
it
like 10 is
coloring?
good. Just, I mean, you don't have to take up the whole time. Just to, have a cutoff. Just in case.
All right. I'm gonna start 10 minutes in 3, 2, 1. So with everything I had mentioned, even if you ignore it, just keep in mind there's a 3D object. no matter what you draw. That always helps.
Starting with the head.
Yeah. Even when you're drawing a 2D object, and if you're trying to like pose that character in any way, move it through space, it's always helpful to think about it as a 3D object. Even the previous ones that I mentioned, like Powerpuff Girls and Dexter and Samurai Jack, those artists think about them as 3D objects, even though they look very flat. Yeah, it just, it helps. Whew. Oh damn! Don't be fooled by my speech. I am feeling alcohol right now.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully I'm coherent. Hopefully I'm coherent enough for people to understand. But I drank 2 10% beers, and I guess 2 5%ers now. So is this 5%? Is Michelob 5%?
Roughly. Good night,
Okay,
Jace Park, by
yeah.
the way.
Good night, Jace Park.
4.2.
4.2. Okay, yeah, super light. So I guess in total. 28% alcohol tonight. Is that how it works?
You know,
Who cares?
me and Caesar agree, but I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure me and Caesar have had not arguments, but we've discussed it with Oscar.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I remember that. I remember.
Me and Caesar clearly don't know how alcohol works. Fuck, I wish it was here, man. Where's the body pillow of Caesar?
I know.
Fuck, man.
We do gotta try to figure that out. Caesar's body pillow replacement.
Man.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's not how it works. But, you know.
Yeah.
We don't understand it. But, you know, you drink 2 beers and 2 10%, and, you know, that's like 40%.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I guess.
I'm trying to think about how I want to draw it.
Yeah.
Because I can try to draw it how you draw.
Nah. I'm encouraging. I encourage you
drawing
not
a very
to.
very muscular body.
Just make the shoulders smaller.
Mind your proportions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's honestly all it is, the shoulders.
it's the shoulders
Yeah.
and this like chest thing right here that I
that's
did.
fine. It's just the shoulders, I think.
yeah. The
Maybe
Is
even
it
the neck
the
too, but
traps? Is it like no traps?
the trap. Yeah. You can
but
understate the
you-
traps.
You're drawing yourself as a woman, so you are muscular.
But yeah, I encourage you not to draw like me. Like, you guys already have your own styles, but I'm just telling you some principles, fundamental principles that you can harken back to. But yeah, that's not to say draw like me. Draw like you. Do it like you.
All right.
But with the tips that I told you about how to draw females,
I'm gonna give myself some short shorts instead of normal shorts.
you're doing full body then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I hope I explained myself. I hope I didn't go too off the rails in some parts. I'm just talking off the dome. Hopefully, it was easy to follow.
You know, I'll draw myself with what I'm wearing right now, actually.
Oh yeah.
just-
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot. Yeah, chat. If you guys got questions about drawing, I could answer them as well. We all can answer them. We've all drawn before, but
Yeah. I mean, you've seen our drawing streams, right? Hopefully.
yeah. We've done so much of them at this point. But yeah. I'm pretty. I have experience drawing naked
Dude,
people.
It's still so fucking nice how it worked out that we all know how to draw.
Oh yeah. I am
All 4 of us,
thankful.
right? Yeah, it's just like,
I'm thankful every day for that.
how would that have been? We wouldn't really do drawing streams if we all fucking sucked, except you, right?
Yeah.
We'd also just be like, I did it.
Yeah.
like all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like we all have our history with drawing. Just that I think that a lot of us, what I mean by a lot of us is like me, Caesar, Oscar. We didn't pursue it as much.
I see.
We didn't really keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think we all kind of dropped it around college. And we did it in high school, but you know.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. For me, it was a potential career choice.
Yeah.
But even after I dropped it as a career choice, I still do it for fun. Like it'll never leave me at this point. I have a mixture of informal and formal training.
How do you not draw a beard? What the fuck? That's so weird.
Oh, there you go. That's all you need. That's like the Shaggy method of drawing facial hair. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How much time I got?
Sorry. You got 4 minutes.
I'm only getting a hit in there then.
It's all good.
Well, you see, even as we see it right now, that reads as a girl. Like it's super exaggerated anime, but it does read as a girl.
I really should try to spend the majority of the time on my face because that's the thing I'm more concerned about.
Yeah, then work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the actual body is like, I'm pretty sure I can get that down.
Right.
Or maybe, who knows? 10 minutes should be enough. Because I don't think I'm still probably not gonna do the skeleton stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to. I barely do it anyway. Like when how I normally draw, I never go that detailed on the underdrawing. I just do a stick.
Yeah.
That's it. Like not even drawing all the 3D forms, but thinking about them. Like I said. Hold on, let me see. I think we got some chats that I didn't read. Some donations. Shit, I can't read all of Rare Fish. I'll have to do that later. But
I found Blending Bio. That one, you haven't read it?
what's up?
The third one? You haven't read it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll go into that one later.
Yeah, they go fitted with $3 through the stream elements. Thank you. Says, been a huge fan. Was wondering if you can check out my Transformers work on Twitter. Just shared it. Let me look real quick. I got my phone here.
Oh, that'd be nice,
Why
actually.
not?
The next one. Oh, you'll read that in a bit.
Oh, okay. Transformers work.
You're coloring it?
Yeah, if I'm only gonna do the head.
Transformers work. I'm sorry, I don't seem to see it. I'll look for it later. I don't see it right now in my notifications, but thank you very much for the $3. We got Sadboy Reckon with $1 through the stream elements. Thank you. Can we tag you on Instagram or Twitter pictures of our drawings based on your lesson, or maybe a more convenient way? That would be great. Tag me on Twitter. Tag me on Instagram. Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah, either or. Both. Because I barely check my Facebook. Facebook's dead. So Instagram and Twitter. Tag me on that. And apply what you've learned, if anything. I didn't even get to shading yet.
Which we wanted to do, right?
Yeah. But shading should be easy to teach because, again, it ties directly into 3D objects. If you can shade a cube, you can shade anything.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah,
Exactly. But it really comes down to that. Like, if you can find, like, defined planes of a 3D object, you can figure out how it would look when light's hitting one side and shadow is casting off another. Yeah. Shading a cube. That's the fundamental of shading.
Yeah.
Or for organic shapes, it's more so shading a sphere or shading a cylinder. That'd be more applicable for organic shapes, but even then, it's pretty much the same concept. Yeah. Except that requires more like blending, more gradations.
What's my time?
You got 30 seconds.
Oh no.
I mean, you can go over. We're not, tripping on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like a general time, just so we don't go too long.
Estimated time. You can stop around the end of the time limit. Doesn't necessarily have to be on the dot. Yeah, Tominus Rex, how do you draw realistic models? I kind of went over that a little, a bit earlier in the stream. So if you want to rewind, you can. But I mean, I could get into it later. All right, that's time, but keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Finish it up. Wrap it up. Yeah. Ah. Huh. That look good.
You gotta color the backside of the hair too.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh god. Alright, I guess I'm drawing a beard on mine too. Shit.
The prompt was to make yourself look like a woman, not to.
Very nice.
That is true, actually. Hold up, yeah. We do have
Well, Oscar
beards.
passed that test of making a
'Cause it
bearded
does,
lady.
it does, yeah. It does, right?
He passed the test.
Oh,
So it's in
fuck.
the eyes is what I learned. And kind of the face shape in general. Interesting. Very interesting, yes.
Oh, here we go.
He found
Okay,
a
wow.
Dago fitted.
Yeah, that looks really good. Transformers pin ID. Ooh.
Oh, he took notes.
Very detailed.
I posted and fully upload. Huge fan. Just tagged you again.
Really
Transformers idea. Thank you
All right, there
for
you go.
what you do.
Yeah, those look really cool. I guess they're like sports things, but well, here, check it out. What he did.
Oh, they got hats? Hell yeah.
That's really nice.
Oh, they do got hats. Sports stick shit stuff.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
really cool. Okay.
I mean, honestly, like compared to other drawings, if I were to draw something like from the top of my head and stuff, that's pretty good
Yes, it is.
for like what I'm usually used to drawing.
That was just on him the whole time?
Oh.
Alright.
But yeah, you applied what you learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lebowski asked, "How long have each of you been drawing roughly?" Of course, I think I've been drawing like the most frequently.
Shit.
I've drawn the least of these guys, so they probably have like a few years on me. All right.
Man.
I think the most recent time that I've started drawing more like seriously has been just through these streams.
The streams, I see.
that we've been doing. So
Yeah.
it's like
Alright, you guys
I've
wanna
always
get a-
been
you guys wanna
interested
get a
in
timer
drawing.
Oh,
going,
yeah,
or-
yeah. Hold on. Let me... Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Your 10 minutes has started.
someone said, "Holy crap, moist critical."
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, but even within the series of streams, like you already show like considerable improvement over time.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some drawings where like I've been proud of. Like
Yeah.
some of the ones like the most funny one I think that I'm like super proud of is the cats one,
Yes.
because that was like
That's the
a
one I have-
dynamic.
A really dynamic pose.
Yeah, it's like a dynamic action pose. And then the Velma one is also
The
really
Velvet
good.
one's pretty good too.
Most recently, I really like the Poison Ivy one I did.
The Poison Ivy one's great. I used it for the thumbnail.
Like, there's been a few, like even some like random ones. Like when we did the what was it? Like the defunct mascots or something.
Yeah.
And I did like the Chuck E. Cheese, like
Yeah,
the crackhead
yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese. Like that one was really good. So it's
Mhm.
like, as time's gone on, you have your days. Like you have your days where you draw something really good that you're proud of. Like fucking Caesar when he drew the Hello Kitty and when he drew the fucking Woody.
Yes.
It's like goddamn. Like
Oh shit.
like you have your moments. Like you have your moments where like you're just on it and you draw something really good.
You definitely.
Hey yo, Jobby, what we drinking tonight?
Some beers. I drank
Some jasmine green tea IPAs.
10%ers, man. 10%ers. I drank 2 of them. Maybe I'll drink one more. I don't know, but let me finish this light one first.
I'm digging that pose, Omar.
Pretty dang good.
Just remember, it's all in the eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, keep it in mind. Thank you, Shy Boy Ruckum with $1 through the stream elements. And actually, would you care if we make it a hashtag too, like Drawby or Drawby Lessons, something to that degree? Wanted to ask before just doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, put hashtag. Yeah,
Wow.
Jobby lessons.
hashtag Drawby Lessons or just hashtag Drawby. What would you say?
Well, if this is gonna be like an ongoing thing, I think Jobby lessons would
Jobby
be cool.
lessons?
Yeah. If anybody was following
Okay,
along.
yeah. Hashtag Drawby Lessons. That's hashtag DRAW as in draw, BBY, lessons, LESSONS. And that's all one word.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to tag me on social media with that hashtag. Hashtag Drawby Lessons.
And we'll check in on them from time to
Already, I'm getting some. Look at this. Like people, you know. Thanks for the art lesson. Boom.
time.
People are
Wow,
drawing
that's
along.
really good.
That is very, very good.
Yeah.
People are drawing along already.
If you guys drew along, go ahead and
Fuck it. You can even at GBC_YT on Twitter.
I'm a happy man.
there you go.
Some
Hashtag
weird-
Drawby Lessons.
Yeah.
Post it in the chat.
There you go.
We want to see your guys' drawings. We want to see who is actually who's following along, who's let us know what you thought.
Yeah.
You gotta get some booty shorts. Hold up.
Oh,
Ooh.
please.
Yeah.
For the love
Wait,
of
whoa, gotta
God,
get
there
myself,
you go.
Well, actually, not have a flat ass. So.
No, you gotta give yourself some fucking big cheeks.
Oh.
Damn, where's the lonjado? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, man. You said realistic. Oh.
Hey, Marsuvis.
I got some. What is it? What are these called? Cheetah print.
Cheetah print, yeah. Leopard print, I guess.
Leopard print. Yeah.
But yeah, Marsuvis, thank you for $3 through the stream elements. Yee, I'm missing that Digimon or Mega Man game streams. One of these days, man. We'll get back to it.
Stabby McStab says,
We'll get
"Stop!
back
I
to
can only get so horny."
Oh yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. That's another thing that I didn't even mention too. Like feminine legs,
Yeah.
they definitely like taper in like that.
But hold on. Let me spend my time on the fucking face, cause
You know,
so I got myself my nose.
unfortunately, I feel that me and Omar have like a pretty good knowledge of the female form. Because we're fucking
Horny?
we're coomers, we're
Oh.
porn addicts. So we understand how females look because we watch too much
Damn.
fucking porn.
Hell yeah, homie. No, hold up. Let me think about this. Eyes. You said we
Chola
got,
eyebrows and the fucking the big eyelashes.
I should do like I could have done like
Almond eyes.
a
Almond
ching, a
eyes.
little wink, you know, boom. But
Oh yeah,
no, that's not the point of this. We gotta do.
you can even do
some-
the dot eyes.
I mean, that's usually what I do. I usually would just draw them like, kind of like
Yeah.
that.
But remember, you can feminize that.
Like, I'll usually just do something like that. That is what my drawings tend to look like.
Yeah.
But you said I'd do some like
Yeah.
like
yeah.
that.
There you
There
go.
you go.
And-
That's
and
it.
You
some-
got it.
And some eyebrows.
That's
you said
it.
that like kind of.
That's
it. That's all you need.
That's it. That's all you need.
Richard Burns says, "I'm a graphic artist that can't illustrate for crap, but y'all about to make me pull out my tablet and hate myself."
You said something like that.
Fuck. That's. All
I mean,
you
that
need.
is usually what I do, right? Like, I don't usually do a full blown like eyes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Shit, you know, like
It's
You-
funny because that reads though. Like
That
what,
definitely reads.
what you
That
did.
100% reads.
What you did already like looks very feminine.
you know, I don't do that shit. You know,
Yeah. You don't have to.
I don't like doing it.
Yeah. If you
Yeah,
don't
we're
like
just-
if you don't like it, don't do it. That's
Yeah.
another thing too. That is a huge lesson that I learned as well. If you don't like doing it, don't do it.
I mean, just go back on the streams. Like, I don't do that shit
Mhm.
usually.
Did you draw like a pouty lip?
Yeah, just like a ooh.
Yeah,
Like, ooh, you see a little circle right there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
that
mean-
fits. That works.
All right, let me.
Very good.
Gotta draw the hair. You know,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, boy.
and then
the happy
kneecaps.
trail.
Make this a little.
I saw
bigger.
the Hobbit speedrun video and goddamn that twist, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good, that
Hell
was a
yeah,
good video. I'm
that-
glad, I'm glad you,
I
watched
shouted that out in the my model kit building stream
Oh.
on Monday. Yeah, Crimson Thunder. Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen that, watch that fucking video. It's one of my favorite pieces of YouTube content ever. The Hobbit
Oh,
speedrun.
that pose.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah,
Good shit.
that looks good.
That's exactly what I'm wearing.
I'll give her stinky feet. I mean, what?
Oh yeah, just stink lanes.
I'll draw,
Yeah, there you go.
draw her giving birth. Draw her praying to God.
And draw her farting. Yes. Oh,
I'm gonna coom.
yes.
I'm cooming.
I mean, that's.
I'm gonna spum.
I mean,
I'm gonna.
I fucking just drew myself, man. I don't know, like, what else, you know?
You can color it in. You got 2 minutes.
I mean, I don't have to take up the whole time, but yeah, sure. Like,
Oh, Hitoro Uchiha is asking specifically, can you draw hairy legs?
Oh, I got you. Fuck, how do I get the color back? All right, hold up.
Oh shit.
Which I do have hairy legs, so.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
DeviantArt moment.
Kumi.
Drawing grown hairs.
Wait,
That'd just be a dot.
I don't have hairy knees, though, but there you go.
That'd just be a dot.
I'm gonna comb.
Now draw her teleporting bread.
I don't get it, but I've seen that comment a lot. There's a certain standard set of comments that you get when you draw a woman and post it online. Draw her teleporting bread, draw her getting education, or in my case, a lot of people say stop.
Stop.
That yeah. Come on, guys. I just drew Miss Chalice. I wasn't gonna do anything. I haven't done anything. I drew Miss Chalice, and people were saying stop.
Stop.
What do you mean? I didn't do
I have
shit.
a black shirt on, so I'm just gonna. Well, it's not. I'll do like grayish, so it doesn't come out too weird.
You see my Chalice drawing, Oscar?
I did.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it.
Brown shorts.
Super innocent.
Now you gotta draw her naked.
That's what people want. That's what people expected. You know, that's what people expected.
Yeah, it was a nice drawing.
But I'm like, nah, I'm just drawing the fucking character. I think
Yeah.
she's cute. That's it.
I got some.
Let's read some chats
Sucks.
here. The teleporting bread meme is a reference to Team Fortress 2.
Oh, then Caesar would probably know that.
I'm drowning in wires. Is it too late to pray to
Omnisaya?
Omnisaya
Machine
Machine
Spirit?
Spirit? No. Go ahead
No,
and
it's
do
never.
it.
It's never too late, man. It's never too late to pray to our mechanical overlord.
And then Lolita Dark says, I haven't drawn for years. I'm left-handed. I'm about to pull out my tablet, perhaps take some notes from previous Jobbies.
Whoop.
This
Oh,
might be a
it's
huge
time.
challenge.
Go ahead.
Do it. Do it and use the hashtag DRAWbbyLessons.
Yes.
We'll take a look at all your guys' drawings. It's fun, man. This is a community. You gotta...
For sure. Even take it like keep in mind the hashtag. We could
I don't
even
like,
see
I don't
some
like the
on
coloring,
stream.
but sure, you know, I
That
had
looks,
time, so
that
why
looks
not?
good, dude.
That looks great.
I mean, I don't like the coloring, like I said, but yeah, sure.
Make the nips pointy.
No,
Oh, okay.
I refuse.
Omar and Oscar, what's the coolest figure Jobby has in your opinion? Also, has he shown you his
fuck,
self-transforming
man.
Optimus Prime?
I was super enthusiastic about that self-transforming
Yes.
Prime. I showed everybody.
Yeah.
We saw that a
That's-
lot,
that's
and it
your
was
best
really
friend.
cool.
That was like my fucking favorite
I think
thing.
my favorite figure that he has so far is a recent one that
the
he got,
Anubis?
the Anubis one.
Yeah, the Anubis one was super cool.
Yeah, I haven't reviewed it, but you guys seen it. I
Yeah.
streamed it.
I think me and Omar agree that that's like a dope ass figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Honestly,
it's
yeah.
Omar's favorite, but I think it's my favorite so far that I've seen. Because it's not one of those like mainline things. Like it's not a Transformer. It's not an Ava. Like
It's just a cool
it's a
original
unique-
design.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that. You've nailed the face, man. That's
Yeah,
a nice.
that
That's a
works.
nice feminized face.
And the
I mean,
breasts.
I really did try to just do it in my style because it's
Yeah.
like that is how I draw shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like
But
I just
that's
draw
the
the
thing.
little stub as the nose.
You found a way to make the principles work within your style, and that's the main point of it all. You don't have to draw exactly like me, but you got it. You know.
I feel like the pose definitely helps a little bit.
Oh, that too.
But
oh, that too.
it's sure it is the eyes. I mean, if you remove shit like the beard, maybe the leg hair and whatnot.
Yeah, even with the
like,
beard,
yeah, like
even with
it-
the beard and the leg hair.
Yeah, actually, yeah, like that's not bad.
Yeah. All right. I guess if anyone wants to keep time on me,
What are you doing?
He's gonna draw himself as a woman.
Oh, okay.
yeah, same thing.
Give me 1 second.
Just to take my own advice, you know.
Go for it.
All right.
Did you guys read the Marsus?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I just tuned out when I was drawing. My bad.
Gamer Vlog Chan says, I'm not trying to be rude, but I can't stop laughing.
It's all good. That's the point.
Hey, we're not going for fucking great, so we're learning.
Thank you, Jobby, and the rest of y'all's naked drawing making me horny. Not Evangelion where Shinji Kumi Nanaska.
Nice.
Thick ass Paperboy is back.
Oh. I think I can lower this
Make it.
a little bit.
Make
There
Jobby
you go.
review unique toys, Peru kill, or
No,
I'll have
fuck you. Fuck you.
to
No,
intervene.
fuck you. Fuck you. No, never, never. You'll never take me alive.
Can we see some toe action in this one?
Yes.
That should have been yours, Oscar.
Draw your logo, but the dino in a female.
Ah, fuck. That would.
It's on the wall.
It's somewhere on the wall, right?
It is on
Right
the
here.
wall.
Yeah, so I did that already.
Oh no, but you can't see it.
They can't see it.
Yes, the O's. There's two O's now,
In Jobby.
and
Juby.
so it says Juby.
Yes. And
So
you have to
use your
imagine
imagination.
Yeah, exactly.
I posted that drawing like several times on my Twitter. That's Rapto Pace. That's the guy who drew that.
I'll
He's a
post the
great artist.
hashtag for you again right now.
That's so true, man. What the fuck? Said it's fucking hot right now. My 20s are sweaty. That was
Yeah.
me earlier when I was working, man. I was working from home today, so my 20s, oh no, they're dripping.
Yeah. Same.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
That's such a cool name, man. What the fuck?
I love it.
Right?
I always laugh internally whenever I see that guy's name.
Yeah.
And he's like a new regular at this point. Like I've seen him a lot.
Hey. And Drawby that shows your art. It says games played casual.
What's up?
Oh, that's the hashtag.
Oh,
Hashtag Jobby lessons.
don't mind me.
Hello there, Jobby. Hope you're doing well, and hope the gang is doing well too. Hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Signal breaker.
I'm having a good time.
Just a genuine comment.
Yeah,
Genuine chat.
I always appreciate it.
Happy man!
Hey,
Are you wearing a romper?
nah. Rompers are too annoying. You had to strip to the nude in order to take a shit.
Hey man, an anime expo? That's what we're gonna
That's
have to
exactly what we're all gonna have to do, even with me and my onesie.
do. Are you gonna wear anything under your onesie?
Probably like a muscle shirt
Yeah, right?
and boxers. That's it.
Yeah.
No pants. Just,
No pants,
It's gonna
yeah.
be hot. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah,
If you get hot,
yeah.
you can at least like take it down and just wrap it around your waist.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
he has boxers.
No, that's why he can like.
Oh, like take just this part
Yeah.
off. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. We can't.
I freaking love
We'd
your
be
channel
shirtless.
and music.
Are you gonna be
Swivelman no
shirtless?
Uta. Yeah, I'm gonna be shirtless.
Huh? Oh, donation?
Yeah,
Christian
from Christian
Finkel.
Finkel. I freaking love your channel and music. Swivelman no Uta is legitimately on my playlists, on all of my playlists. Quick question: what gets you motivated to draw? I want to draw, but my motivation just dies when I see the blank page.
Ooh,
I am
yeah.
exactly like you, Christian. I struggled through this recently. I wanted to, for my own channel, I want to come up with a little avatar, and I like set up all my equipment and everything. And this wasn't even like setting up to stream or anything. It's just literally plugging in the tablet to the computer and loading the software. Actually sitting down and just staring at the blank canvas. My motivation at that point was just getting something down. Like I was drawing squiggles, I was drawing circles, just like random stuff. Like just draw anything to get your juices flowing.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll start to settle. Like draw a shape like how Jobby was doing earlier. Draw a rectangle and put a face on it.
Yeah.
Draw like a random shape and put a face on it. Draw a circle and then put arms on it and legs on it. Make it into a little character or something.
Yeah.
Like do anything. Look at something that's near you. Look at your desk. If you have an apple on your desk, draw the apple. Like just do anything. Once you get started, that's the biggest hurdle, is like just get started. At least that's what's helped me, is like just do it.
That's I couldn't have said it any better myself, Oscar. That's exactly what I would suggest. Just get anything on the page. That'll get the ball rolling. Even if it's a squiggle, like you said, just anything. Yeah, that'll get the ball rolling, guaranteed. Like don't be intimidated by the blank page. Just go for it. Just go for it.
Dang, Jobby, you gave yourself some enhancements, didn't you?
No, this is accurate. What are you talking about?
Honestly, like I'm trying to think about like what, like the lack of motivation when I draw. Like, sure.
Well, even not in drawing, just in anything in general. Like
I
for
mean,
you, it'd probably
anything
be
in-
like
that
writing
too.
music.
Yeah, for that it's like it's different. Like I feel like, well, not really, because yeah, you just try to write anything and see what
That's a
comes out.
creative process.
And it's just like don't
It
always
applies.
expect fucking greatness, you know. Just draw, and it'll always kind of just help.
Again,
I
couldn't
think-
have said it better myself. Don't expect greatness.
I think that's like the biggest thing that I struggle with is like I'm like a perfectionist when it comes to something that I plan
Yeah.
on like sharing.
Yeah.
Is it's like I want it to be perfect,
Yeah,
but
and it's not
that's-
always gonna be.
Yeah, that's a
Nope.
really bad way to approach it. It's like you should be doing stuff that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of music, like you guys know how much shit I've written that I don't show you guys. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Just get something out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I feel like lately though, when I've drawn, like, just in terms of drawing though, like I haven't found a lack of like inspiration. I guess like I've been doodling at work a lot, and I'll be drawing random shit. Like one of the most recent thing I was drawing is I wanted to draw a character based, I guess, around a bee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like just draw a bee in some cartoony way, and that's all I had in mind. So I was sketching out so many different variations of a character that would be like a bee, you know? I drew it with like different ways, like where it's like has like the big like butt thing where it's like the whole
Yeah.
the stinger.
Yeah.
And then I just drew I tried to draw like a buff bee, you know, just like a worker bee where I drew it like a genuine worker that has like a work apron and like a
I
hammer and
see.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
There's like things like that. Just draw a bunch of different variations of stuff, you know, just like
Yeah.
I don't know, just try shit out. Don't be afraid to try shit out. I don't
Exactly.
I'm
Try
sorry
shit
to cut
out.
you
Don't
guys
be
off here.
know. Yeah.
There's a chat from Hitoro Uchiha saying, "All right, I got some midterms later. Good night, boys.
Good night.
Can I get Jobby to say good night to me?"
Oh yes. Oyasumi.
There you go.
There we go.
That's something that I've been struggling with recently too, where it's like finding motivation to do stuff because, like, I really want to do these videos.
Yeah.
And I
That's
haven't even
hard.
started recording for like the most recent one that I want to do. And I
Yeah.
keep saying that like I want to. It's like like I might as well stream it so that I can like get some footage on it, and it's like a double kind of thing where it's like it'll be a stream that can be published, and then the footage that I get, I can also use that to like edit down for like my review and stuff.
Yeah.
But it really is just sitting down and finding the time to do it for me right now. It's like it just feels like I could be using that time for something else.
I see.
And I think that's like the biggest struggle I have is like,
Priorities.
yeah, it's like, am I kind of wasting my time doing this, or should I actually sit down and do it? And I mean, like, there's nothing else that I should be doing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to school anymore. Like, once work is done, work is done. So it's like, realistically, what's stopping me from doing it is just kind of like that fear of like,
Yeah.
I want it to be perfect, and I want it to be like, that's kind of like the biggest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you know, if you have the time for it, why not? Why not?
Female Jobby looks like the kind of gal who grabs a guy's package and says, "Ball joint here."
Wow.
Honestly, I know that's like fucking memey, but I could definitely see that.
Yeah. Honestly.
my fucking female self looks like
funny.
a serial abuser. Jesus. And I brought this shit back.
The big toe. Just the one toe.
The one toe.
You need the stink lines.
Oh yeah, we all got stink lines.
One toe to rule them all.
Damn, them toe. Female Jobby swivels nuts. Damn. Damn, Jobby, you a baddie.
Thanks, man.
Hey, you know what sucks though? Like when you're talking about your channel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's time. But like when you talk about your
Oh.
channel, Oscar, like I feel like that sucks because like in my channel, it's like since I'm just doing music, you know, that's all it is. It's like I can't my uploads are just naturally take longer. You know, it's like I have to do some bullshit to get something out there.
Yeah.
So which is why I was talking to you guys about like wanting to do other shit. Just
Yeah.
that it's not just a song that I put up. But yeah, I gotta think about that because like I do want to do other shit. But,
Yeah, I mean, you can just record like yourself trying to write something for an hour and then just upload that, like just raw.
I just haven't written in a while. I gotta get back to writing civil shit. Like the thing I showed you guys today, like that was just some other random shit I just decided to write.
Yeah.
That's never gonna see the light of day. But I just found it fun to write.
Yeah, it's great.
Because of things like that, I was
if
like,
anything,
why-
it's a great exercise.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
like yeah, it really is.
All right, I think I'm done. That's that's quite enough for me.
Damn,
That's pretty
okay.
good, man.
There.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. Female.
You were very generous.
I mean, it's a direct translation. You
Oh.
know? It's a direct translation and exaggeration.
Ooh, Technologic telling you, Jobby, do live music. Hell yeah, I'd like to see that. Do live music.
we got the
Jobby.
means.
We do have the means. Like I'd be down to do something.
I won't
like that.
promise anything, but we got the means.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
All right. What do you guys feel like doing now? How long have we been going?
2 hours.
2 hours? Oh shit! Jesus.
And 5 minutes.
Jesus, 2 hours? That's not long at all. What the fuck?
We still got a lot of viewers.
I mean,
too.
we did an hour and a half of just lesson.
Yeah.
That's true. So, is there something that like maybe like a quick lesson that you guys want to know? Do you want to go into shading?
Did we ever do the shading? Also, I want to learn shading. I want to learn women, and that was an hour and a half.
Oh. But I mean, you got it right. You got the point.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot more that I can say about how to draw women, but
I think it really is just kind of also like just trying it, you know.
that's true. That's
it's like
yeah,
as much
for sure.
as you show me, I've seen women, you know, like
Oh yeah.
it's just a matter of trying to draw it and then figuring it out. Too.
Yeah, I've got a premise of shading too, so it's not like I need like a full. Like that's something that honestly, if I did it like enough, I'd probably figure it out.
Dynamic posing, random man says.
Yeah, dynamic
dynamic
posing would probably
posing.
be the next one.
Yeah.
that it's like that'd probably be fun.
Yeah,
And it's like keep it simple with like some simple like kind of like those rubber hose characters that like you draw a lot.
Mhm.
It's like keep it simple with like one of those characters where like the anatomy isn't like super precise and you
Yeah.
can exaggerate it and then use that to
yeah,
do, like,
the anatomy doesn't have to be precise at all.
yeah, it's like
if
use
you're
that
trying to do,
use that to do the dynamic posing.
Yeah.
Proportion and center lines. That was kind of in the lessons that Jobby was doing with the with these anatomy
With the figure
drawings.
drawing, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, just to do like a quick one.
Is that technically correct though?
Who cares? It looks good.
Well, it's wrong.
Yeah, because that whole side should be dark, no?
Exactly.
Yeah. It could be darker.
There you go.
There you go.
The job is trying to show us something wrong. I see you, man.
And then the way that you have the light coming there is like if if that top side is lit up, then you can put a shadow on the bottom part. If the light's just coming from like the top.
Nah, it's like
it'd
it's
be
like
from the left.
blasted. Yeah.
So it'd be darker on the right, and then going left is lighter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I have a general idea of like how shading works.
And then like a more
Yeah, like a cylinder too. It's like you can shade like both sides of it and just leave like the middle part.
a hatching as a accepted form of shading, of course.
Yeah.
And for hatching specifically, it goes back again to thinking about it as a 3D object. You're like feeling the shape
Yeah.
while you're drawing it. So, and then you get like there's like anatomy of the shadow. You know, you got the core shadow, you got like the reflection right here, and then you got the light stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing, and then
Yeah, I think I get the gist of like how you shade stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly think most of the time when we're like drawing stuff, it's because you're on a time crunch, so you can't really think of a lot of that stuff if you're not like really familiar with it.
Yeah.
But it's like if you give me an hour to draw something, like I can figure out where the shadows and
Yeah,
stuff.
do that
goes.
one of these days when you guys got the time.
Just hour drawings.
Our
Fuck.
drawings, just fucking
Full
like
on
go
masterpiece.
Full, yeah, exactly, like full on, like go crazy. Oh yeah, and,
Don't worry, Alex Rodriguez. You can always watch the VOD.
yeah. And there's even some of that here.
Yeah, where it's like at that point your shadows like coming directly from on top.
Yeah. And there's a lot of times when I fucking cheat too. Just whatever, like it looks good. You can cheat.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of art. You're just cheating.
Which, yeah, like right there, like technically the shadow wouldn't be from the like right there. The light is on the left.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything else is not on the left.
But who cares?
But it doesn't matter. Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I mean, we all do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I do that shit too. Like,
Everyone does
Exactly.
that. Everyone does that.
it just looks good,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Ethan Mays
It doesn't matter,
is-
but the principles are still there.
I mean, it could be if you have it from all sorts of like different angles, then it might
The
look
technically,
wacky.
yeah.
But it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah.
It still looks like ooh.
Yeah, Ethan Mays in the chat says, I personally practice shading by drawing machines like ships and planes, mainly planes, when I was younger, though it was mainly based on picture reference. And yeah, that's like the best way to learn shading. It's like you know where the light source is coming from
sure.
and like you know where the shadows lie.
Yeah, for like mechanical stuff too. Like that's a great way to learn it. But again, we're not that great at mechanical stuff.
Would absolutely be down for hour-long drawings. Oof.
Ooh,
That'd be
Damn.
a 4-hour stream if all of
4-hour
us were
stream
here.
of all of us, yeah.
Friday.
4-hour stream minimum, right?
Minimum, yeah.
That'd be a fucking long one.
Friday.
I don't
you
even
down?
know, like, what do I draw for an hour? Like, I'd have to draw a whole ass background at that point.
Yeah, it's like you'd have to draw a full-on scene.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I feel like
You can
the
draw
ca-
multiple
the
characters at
character
that time.
alone, like,
a full-on painting with like a background and like your character in the front
I
and
feel like I actually
Yeah.
had to like really take my time on shit. Like, I feel like I already don't take my time on shit.
you'd have to give us at least a week to come up with an idea so that when we come here we already have like an idea of what we're gonna draw and then we just like go ham
Yeah.
with like reference and
That's
everything.
right. Yeah.
I feel like what could take me an hour right at the moment would be like some kind of a like if we did like some kind of robot. 'Cause I would really try to get mechanical detail. And
Yeah,
shit,
like get really
you know?
close and draw like the panels
Yeah.
and like the screws and stuff.
and then color everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be like the one thing that maybe could fill up time.
The Trash Mammal says, in all seriousness, thanks fellas. Not only did I learn a thing or two about drawing, I also managed to survive taking apart an absolute hunk of junk due to the sheer amusement I got from this. You're welcome.
Taking apart an absolute.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you for the support. Because everyone watching right now is supporting. Yeah, no matter if you didn't donate or not, like watching and chatting away, that's as much support as we need, man.
Yeah, Richard Burns, I guess I agree. He says, I mean, that's how long draw channels do it. They get a prompt, give it a week, then make some art. I think of like Drawfee. Have you ever seen Drawfee?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
They do like a podcast kind of thing where it's
Yeah.
like their videos are like 30 minutes to an hour
Yeah.
and they have like a prompt. They've done some fun ones where it's like somebody draws like wacky shapes
Yeah.
and you got to turn that into like a character.
Oh, I
into,
see,
like, a
yeah.
scene.
That's cool. That's a pretty standard character design exercise.
And then but that's like pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So all them drawing everything is like pre-recorded,
They
and then
kinda
they
have
mash
time-
it together in a video,
Yeah.
and then the artist is like doing commentary, talking about like their decisions and like why they drew certain things and stuff. So it's like,
I see. Wait, is this yours or mine?
That was yours.
those are yours.
Oh, shit. Okay. Do we have any chats that we missed? Some super chats?
Did you ever read that one that got cut off?
Let me borrow this.
I forgot who it was- who
Lessons.
was
They go.
mine.
Oh yeah, I actually did. I read that one. Yeah, I read that one. Oh, here we go. Rare Fishman, thank you for $1. I found that blending bio shapes with mech detail can help with focusing on either. Like drawing an android leaning into the bio shapes, then adding mech detail like servos and cables. It's easier to go from there to something like a transformer. I see what you mean. Just blending the mechanical with the biological.
It's like draw a human and then draw like mechanical bits on them.
Yeah, so basically something like fucking. Let me just do it real quick. Like Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Huh.
Yeah. So something like that. But like, yeah, this is like the basic body. Doing it real quick. So this is like, yeah, basic human shape with the musculature. But then like for Iron Man, I kind of like to emphasize the gauntlets. So like that. Chest. And then yeah, then you can get into like the
Just draw the panels.
mechanical
and
stuff. Yeah, like that. Kind of slow down. Get in there. While still considering 3D shapes. Of course, like for mechanical stuff, you do like definitely have to consider the 3D shapes. Because it's more more geometrical. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, boy. And then I like to draw the hands like that. I guess hands would be like a whole nother topic because a lot of people feel intimidated by them. So I could probably do that. We could probably do that at some point.
Yeah, I saw that a lot. A lot of people were asking how to do hands.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole art to it, but it's not as I don't think it's as intimidating as a lot of people make it out to be. Like if you break it down, it really becomes easy.
Someone in the chat said to draw Five Nights at Freddy's. They've done that already.
We've done that, yeah.
Look back 2 drawing streams, I think, 2 or 3 drawing streams.
Yeah.
It's not too many ago.
I think the thumbnail, right? Is
Yeah.
like one of the drawings.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it Caesar?
Yeah, I think it was Caesar's.
Yeah, right.
The Freddy Fazbear and the crocodile making out.
Yeah.
Yeah, something. That's like my
Your quick Iron Man.
my quick Iron Man. That's right.
Quick 2-minute Iron Man.
Yeah. But yeah, like the mix of like organic and mechanical. That is definitely a way to get used to this kind of thing.
Oh, it was a feedback. Okay.
What's up?
Drawing Five Nights at Freddy's and NFTs.
Oh yeah.
That was a month ago. Jesus, we've
What
actually
the
we've done a few of those. After that we did Heave Ho, Golf, Q&A, Failbox, Banjo, 2 drawing ones, another Banjo. You did the yesterday's,
Yeah.
and then today's. So there's actually quite a bit between those. But the thumbnail is your
My Roxy.
Roxy.
Yeah. Caesar's is on there too if you
It's
look
in the background.
closely.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah, because I did make a thumbnail where Caesar's was the main focus, but it got flagged.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. So yeah,
Yeah,
yours,
I actually.
so it's still in the background.
Yeah, I wanted to include it, but yeah.
That's funny.
Here, actually, I can show you. That was the original thumbnail.
Oh, so you swapped the 2.
Yeah.
The background and the.
This was the original thumbnail for the for that drawing stream, but this one got flagged, so I had to do the other one where I switched the positions of
That's
the drawing.
funny that got flagged.
Yeah, that's how good the drawing
Wow.
Damn.
Fucking wow, man.
See, it's like the fact that my cats one didn't get demonetized or anything,
Yeah.
and that got flagged is like that
Right.
shows you YouTube's priorities.
is. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it, but you know, you do your best within the system. Oh,
That's
shit.
so funny.
Try drawing something on digital, but definitely I need to practice in that medium. The more
You wanna give us
I'm more
back
of a
chat, by the way,
traditional
or-
drawing.
Yeah, did we miss any more?
There might have been one more that just came in right now.
One more that just.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, Techno-allergic with $5 with through the stream elements. Pikachu!
Bless you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
excuse me.
I don't get it, but thank you. You read that one? Christian Finkel with $3? I forget-
Yes, that was the one that said about Swivelman Ota and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, the motivation. The motivation comment.
Yeah, we
yeah.
read
I
most
think
of
that's
them.
it.
Yeah.
Let me just double check just in case. Post and Fleet upload. Can we tag you on Instagram? We did that. Been a huge fan. We did that. Found that blend. Yep. What program are you using to draw? Clip Studio Paint. We read that one. I hear other people say they struggle with drawing robots or creature characters.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I saw the super chats. All right. So, if there is nothing else to cover, I suppose we can end it.
Yeah.
Let me finish this.
Unless y'all just want to chat with the chat.
Chat with the chat.
Do you want to do like a Q&A portion, like real quick?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Go ahead. I can join you on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the casting couch.
Oh, shoot me a fork, yeah?
Oh yeah. Okay, so right now before we end the stream, we're gonna do a quick Q&A portion. So leave your questions and comments in the chat. We will be reading them, responding to as much as we can.
And I'll be eating.
Donations always help, but never necessary, of course.
Have a good night, Anakin Skywalker. Have a good night, Lucy.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's all hard.
Well, right away, Tide Shift asked, how long have you been doing digital art?
Whew, shit. I think like 5 years now.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years because before I oh wait, more than 5 years actually. Before I started doing digital art, it was all traditional. I have stacks upon stacks of sketchbooks and paper. It's been a damn minute since I've drawn on paper.
Yeah.
Damn minute. I
And
kinda
it's funny
want
because it's really different. Because
to. It is different. Yeah.
When I was originally trying to like do the little character, when I was drawing on paper,
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck! I want an undo button." Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
erase and then like redraw over it and stuff. It's really weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the workflow gets very different.
But that's another exercise that you can do on traditional, and it's something that I did a lot. Draw with pen. Because you can't erase it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like kind of like getting used to that. Getting used to accepting the mistakes that you make along the way.
Yeah.
It's a exercise to help you loosen up.
But it's different. Honestly, drawing with like in like paper, pen, pencil, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how I sketch at
There's a
work.
lot of chats on here.
I sketch at work with like pencil, pen, and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like even then you don't erase, you don't undo
Yeah.
shit because like
Yeah, you don't have to.
because also I mean if you're just kind of like sketching and shit, you usually you know how like when you do like a bunch of lines and shit, that's kind of what you end up doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It works differently, but it still works.
Yeah. But that in itself, that is exactly what the exercise that I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be a clean drawing. It's just a way for you to loosen up, not get hung up in editing your drawing as you go along. Just accept what comes out of your hand at the moment. And yeah, that's super important when you're drawing. Like just accept looseness. Embrace failure.
And a quick question from Leviathan Liar: will you be doing more how to draws?
Hell yeah.
This one was pretty successful, to be honest. Like there was almost 200 concurrent
Oh, shit,
viewers
really?
like through the entire time.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, then hell yeah. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I had a lot of fun, explaining shit.
it did really well. Yeah.
Because it's been a while since I've talked about this stuff in depth. I've really had no reason to. So
Crisco asked Jobby, what brand product of screen pen tablet are you currently using?
Huion, Huion. Specifically, I have a Huion Canvas Pro 20. Huion Canvas Pro 20. Yeah.
Mr. Woofle's asking the existential questions. Where do you see yourselves in like the future? Also,
Dead,
adios. Keep
dead.
up the good work.
Dead. Dead. On the street.
Then Fai Allen Chi says, or Channel says, which is better, A touchscreen tablet or just a normal tablet without a screen?
I prefer normal tablet. Because like mine's is not a touchscreen. I think a touchscreen would be kind of annoying because how I draw, I tend to have my hand on the screen. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, non-touchscreen for me.
Taichiv says, would you recommend that I use my Gundams on bases as reference for dynamic poses?
Yeah, if they're posable enough, you know. Action figures are a great way to get reference for dynamic poses. It ties into what I was saying about thinking about it in 3D space. Especially, I think Figma, Good Smile Company, they make a certain figure that is explicitly for the purpose of art. I think they're called Body Chan.
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, Body Chan. Yeah. So that would be a fantastic drawing reference. I kind of want to get one for myself, or two of them, you know, male and female. Yeah.
Then Christopher Lambro says, paper drawing stream when?
Been a damn minute. I kind of want to, though. It's been a while since I've drawn on paper. I love drawing with pencil specifically. Not just because I can erase, but like the texture. I love the feeling of it. The pencil on paper. That's how I grew up. Yeah.
Andre Van Dever says, is 14 a big boy?
No. Sorry. No.
Let's see. What software do you use to draw again? I want to buy it.
Clip Studio Paint Pro.
There you go. It's $50.
$50. One-time purchase, not a subscription model. Thank God.
Ethan May says, yeah, I drew on the computer for so long that I tried to draw on paper and messed up. I muscle memoried Control Z, then I realized, I can never go back now.
No, fuck. Then you gotta Control Y, redo.
Louise Villamatter says, can you please play Spider-Man on the PS1 for a live stream?
I have it.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's possible.
Possible.
It's possible, but also the copy that I have is scratched the fuck, so I don't even know if it would work.
It'll get stuck at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
The farthest I got it to was the opening cutscene, and it was super jittery. Yeah.
Let's see. This one's like a main channel question, I guess. It says, will you review more non-mecha Transformers figures?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the Batman one that I did pretty well.
Huh?
The animated Batman with the Arkham Knight. Yeah, like that makes me want to do more of that stuff. Yeah, it did well.
And then here's one. I've seen this one pop up a few times. How do you feel about the Michael Bay Sentinel Prime and Good Night?
Bullshit.
Well, there you go. Have a good night.
Yeah, he got killed like a bitch.
Do you like abstract art?
Some abstract art. I don't think I'm a big fan of Picasso. What do you guys think?
I don't give a shit.
Abstract art?
Honestly, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I suppose I guess for me, like I'm not too big on abstract art, but I like surreal art. So like Salvador Dali and Francis Bacon. Like these people, like they don't draw like, you know, cohesive forms, but it's not like Picasso would be like cubism. That's what they would call that kind of art style, where it's very like grid-like,
Yeah.
kind of like basic shapes. But like Salvador Dali, the melting clocks, you know,
Yeah.
like I like
Here's the
that
thing.
stuff.
It's cool, sure,
Yeah.
but I still don't get it.
Okay,
It's just like
okay, that's fair.
I see it, I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, and I just okay.
Francis Bacon though, that's a big one that I love, and I'm influenced by in some ways, because that's like Francis Bacon is like one of the like Silent Hill is based on a lot of Francis Bacon art.
Gotcha.
It's very like distorted human faces,
Okay.
very dark, very horrifying, but I really like that stuff.
Yeah.
JDupo5 says, Jobby webcomic when?
There's a part of me that wants to do something like that at some point, like plan out a story.
Just a
Draw it.
simple
That'd be cool.
4-panel?
4-panel, maybe like joke comics, but
4-panel
no,
every
but
week?
I always wanted to do like an actual like multi-arc
Yeah.
story, you know,
Have you ever tried writing one?
Yeah. I have scripts.
Oh hell yeah.
I have scripts from a long time ago. They probably suck. They probably suck. I haven't taken a look at them in recent times, but I do have a lot. Yeah.
DPSA Doting B says, I have gorilla hands, so how big of a tablet would I need, and does the size of it matter?
I honestly don't think size matters.
Ah.
It really, it really is how you use it.
Hey,
Guatafuk says, favorite taco meat?
pastor.
Pastor, yeah.
Pastor?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a basic bitch. I'm
Asada?
Asada, yeah.
Nah, dude, marinated pork, that's where it's at.
Yeah,
Asada's overrated.
Asada's good.
I want to be the can that's between Jobby's legs.
I mean, to be fair
Yeah.
though, that too. But I mean, to be fair, like I feel like asada is a good way to how do you say measure? No, measure's not the word.
Yeah, measure or
judge-
determine.
Yeah,
or,
just like
yeah.
see like how good a place
Yeah,
is. If their asada
yeah.
sucks, the place sucks.
Yes. Yeah.
I still prefer.
It's a good standard.
It's just like like I'll try to get one asada just to see like I really would judge a place by their asada.
Yeah.
But my favorite is pastor.
That's fair.
Yeah.
How long does it take
Lengua. I like lengua. Fuck it.
Oh, lengua's
go.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, Jobby, I love your vids, and I think life will suck without you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, he's not going anywhere, so you're...
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, fortunately for you, I'm not going anywhere.
What's the best art tablet to start out with? The one you can afford.
Honestly, yeah. That's a good answer. Yeah.
That's a great answer. Couldn't have said better myself. Whatever you can afford. Work within your means.
Do you own any cast-off figures?
I don't know what that means. I suppose I don't.
There you go. Will you ever play Elden Ring?
Probably not.
I joked about that when we were coming in. I was telling Omar we should just download Elden Ring and just like play it.
If we were gonna play Elden Ring, Caesar would have to be here.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you can
that
carry
is
us
also
through the
true.
most of it.
Honestly, yeah.
We could
No,
watch him play it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Just watch Caesar play while we talk. That would be it. That would be our version of an Elden Ring stream, for sure.
Just
That's a good one
narrate it.
here from Necrolotus says, "Hey Jobby,
He's
would you
already
be
been
down
playing,
to
yeah.
draw with fans one day, or would you just stick with your friends?"
How would that work? What?
I guess drop pile, but you would have
A
to.
shit ton of people.
No, I mean we can. There's games. There's like that Gardic phone game.
Oh,
That'd be a fun one where it's like you just release the code and it's
Yeah.
like limited to like 10 people or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or
that's true.
how much people do we usually play with in golf?
Like 12.
Like 12 people.
Yeah, it's about
Or
12.
12 of us total, so we play with 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we could do something like that. Hey, I don't know about that Gartic phone.
Gardic phone is fun.
Huh?
Yeah.
You tried it?
Yeah,
And then you can do like
Can
like-
you do animation with that?
you can.
you can, and then you can do your own prompts too, so it doesn't have to be like any specific thing. So you can just kind of like tell the chat, it's like, oh, we're gonna be drawing this, and then it's like everyone
You don't have
draws.
to tell the chat. It's in the game.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, I see. It's like within the interface,
It's within the
right?
Yeah.
game, yeah.
Oh shit.
that'd be a fun thing to do.
I'll have to look into that. Is that a mobile app or how does it work?
You just
No,
go on-
it's. I think it's a Steam game. No, is it
No,
a Steam
you
game or
just
is it a
go- You just go
website?
website, yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
a
a
browser.
website?
It's a browser app.
Oh, there you go.
Gartic phone. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, drawing with fans. Why not?
Yeah. Gardic phone is cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do that.
But yeah, I think that's the most of them.
All right.
Most of the questions. I see one here that says, "Have you seen my Dress Up Darling anime?" Yes.
How is that?
watched
Actually,
it.
I've been
Watch
curious
it.
about that.
Watch
Is it good?
It's fucking good.
I
For
have
real?
it. I have
Yes.
a bookmark on Crunchyroll. I
It's
actually
good.
want to watch it.
Fucking
but
watch it.
I just haven't started it, but I have it bookmarked.
You'll like it. Watch it.
It was the next. Actually, it was the next one on my list before I binged Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's an anime made for girls that you would enjoy.
Hell yeah! All right, I'm down. I'll check it out.
Shit. What's it called again?
My dress up.
My
Darling?
Dress Up Darling.
My dress up, darling.
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in mind.
Put it on the list of like
Yeah.
the never-ending growing list.
The infinite backlog.
Yeah.
for sure. But recently, I've had a lot more time. Just I've fundamentally restructured my days.
That's how it works.
It ends this Saturday, so just fucking binge the whole
Oh
thing.
shit! Okay.
but that's how it works, dude. Like you'll have this fucking never-ending list,
Yeah.
and then you'll just come across something and it's like, you know what? Fuck everything. I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
You just watch that. Like,
Absolutely. That's
or
how
was
I
it on the
discovered
list?
Devilman.
Who knows? And it was like, yeah, I was gonna watch it. So I'm gonna watch that, but I also want to watch. I want to watch both of those. Lord of the Rings, rewatch that, and then Dress Up Darling. I want to watch that too.
Yeah.
Jobby's my dress up darling.
Favorite beer by asked by Mauku Brownie.
The one I'm drinking.
Is it really?
No, just like in general, it's like the beer that I'm drinking at that time is my favorite beer.
I see.
Oh.
Just in principle. I mean, for me, it's got to be stealth mode.
That's a good.
Oh, there was one more dono
contender.
that just came in right now
Oh, what's up?
from Near Ludens.
Mm.
They said, "Hey yo, dropping by and decided to donate. Wanted to say I learned how to draw from mostly your old drawing videos and streams, so thanks for being an inspiration.
Shit.
I do have a question for you. Have you ever watched the movie Promare? Thank you and good night."
Anime movie. Yeah.
Still have not seen Promare.
Yeah, I thought you did watch it.
That's
huh?
the trigger
I
one.
didn't.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's the trigger one.
We
I
talked about watching it. And we just never did. Huh?
never did.
Yeah.
It's on some streaming services. I'm pretty sure it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, I had it bookmarked somewhere to watch it, but I just never got
Still
to
haven't
it.
seen it.
I don't know why. I do not know why.
I've seen pretty much everything else Trigger except for Kisniver.
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Not
Okay.
worth it.
But yeah, but most Trigger stuff I've seen already. Besides Kisniver and Promare. That's the only thing.
That's unfortunate. I remember at the time because I was pretty cool, and then after it ended, I was like, I cannot tell you what the fuck I just watched.
No.
It was just kind of like whatever. Do you remember it, Oscar?
Yeah, because Sniper was okay.
Yeah, right.
Whoa, what currency is that?
Whoa, I
Just-
don't know, but I like it.
29 something. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone want a decent site with MOVs? Y'all just need ad block and a VPN?
It's never gonna happen in our lifetime. You'll always have like segmented streaming services.
Eslo Wiggins says Brooke, his Sniper is trash.
I mean, sure, pretty much.
All right. I think this is a good place to call it. I'm just gonna wrap up right now. Thank you
When'd you get a
everybody.
new beer? What the fuck?
Huh?
When'd you get a new beer?
He materialized it out of thin air.
Damn.
Yeah, let's just say that.
I was gonna grab one, but I was
Oh,
like,
wait.
"Yeah, y'all done drinking? Or I'm chilling."
Uh-huh.
I guess
Oh,
I
what?
could have grabbed one.
I fucking no. I mean, you could still, cause I'm not gonna. I'm not finishing up the day when we end the stream, but
Hey.
I gotta finish this beer. But thank you everybody for coming in. Hope you learned something. Hope the stream was valuable to you.
Man, hold up. Richard Burns, there's a new cheap roguelike going around called Vampire Survivors. Kind of like Castlevania Risk of Rain in 2D. Any you guys heard of it? Yeah,
Yes.
I played it. Have you played it?
Yes, I didn't like it.
I played it.
Vampire Survivors?
Yeah, it's cool. But nah, there's no way. Don't even put Risk of Rain in that. In that fucking like.
Risk of Rain is
comparison. Nah.
awesome.
I refunded it.
It's super cheap.
Risk of Rain is fucking sick. Would you guys want to stream that at some point?
Risk of
Yeah,
Rain again?
dude,
Yeah,
there's,
with
there's,
the
there's
update.
all the new update shit.
Yeah.
It's so good. Just buy the DLC.
Okay, yeah,
But,
I'll get it.
But yeah, Vampire Survivors.
but be,
nowhere fucking close to Risk of Rain.
I suppose I'll just say for Risk of Rain, like, be on standby. I'll probably, I'll let you guys know.
Have a nice Death is cool. Though.
Michael, that's my next review.
Yeah, that's a good
Stay
one.
tuned.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Nice.
Just remember, guys, elephants never forget. I thought you were going to end the stream there.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, say it again.
By the way, guys, elephants never forget.
Can
Can you say it one more time?
Huh?